All right, fellas, we ready to get this?
Kind of smells like Upfool in here.
Hit the record button already?
Yeah, we're good.
Alrighty. Around the Ken podcast, episode seven.
7.
Episode seven. That's kind of crazy, man. We got a special guest today. Welcome, Brent Duffy, all the way on the East Coast. How
Boom.
we feeling, man?
Thank you, thank you. It's an honor. I'm a huge fan.
Welcome to the pod.
I've listened to every episode. It's good stuff. If anybody likes to listen to somebody yap about Kendama, it's me.
Yeah, I got a
That's
little.
what we love to
I got a
do.
little of that firsthand. You stayed. You and you Svopa and Matt stayed with me for 303 this last year, and
Mhm.
I think that was the first time I met Matt, I guess. But we
Mhm.
just had a couple chats. It was pretty grand, I think.
Yeah, we'll constantly have debates on just random things here and there. It's we could think about Kendama way too much. It's awesome.
What's the hot debate going on in Mass right now? Like
Ooh, honestly, Jameson will hit us with the craziest would you rather's of all time.
Kendama related or just extracurricular beyond?
Both. Yeah, he'll
Okay.
hit some pretty devious Kendama related ones.
Dude, Jameson is hilarious,
Uh,
honestly.
uh, yeah, joke machine. It's so funny. I you could put him in any audience, especially any audience of Kendama players, and he just can go
He's
and it
in.
works and everybody laughs. It's awesome.
Is he the class clown over there? You think?
100%.
Yeah. All right.
All right, well, today we're going to go through the TOTY nominations, talk about our thoughts about them, give some predictions who we think's going to win. And then we're going to hit the Birlies and just go through the list. There aren't nominations out yet for that, so we're just going to give our thoughts on it. I think it's going to be pretty fun. So that's our topics for today. And we're going to start off with our intro of what are you playing and what tricks are you doing? Brent, lead us off.
Well, AJ and Dylan were asking me about this right before we recorded, and I was like, "Oh no!" I literally snapped my can in half 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, something like this. I was seshing a depot, and I need one more trick for New Year, New Edit, and couldn't quite get there. And this time was already it was a P-Docs can, which unnamed shape. I've just been referring to it as shape, but
Shit.
shape, but so it was already chipped. It was pretty beat at this point. Cup super smashed down, and I was over this trick, and I snapped the string off and focused the Ken, which honestly felt really good. It was time, and I have a fresh one on deck, but I do have the Tama I've been playing, which is this Higgs Depot Tama,
Fire.
crushable bevel, huge bevel, massive,
Yeah, those bevels are massive.
ridiculous. It spikes everything, and I've been grinding a bunch of practice for freestyle for battle, so it's super helpful for that, and it just helping me get a lot of spikes, and it's awesome.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, love it. AJ, what are you playing?
Oh,
And
you
what
know
tricks are
me.
you doing?
I think we're playing the same thing as last week. I'm playing the quad fate. I ended up changing it out. I think it's like a ghost town rhino tama, but this thing's the cat's pajamas. Quite honestly, it's like that perfect, just in between. Like your inward lunars just feel proper. Like you know them. You know the DNA of them. But that's what I've been doing. I haven't been playing all too much. I just had a sesh today. I saw that Edwin did first of all, he's doing the whole year of Switch, which is just making my year. But he did the trip Ken pull up, the late candle 3 turn out trip late, and I was like, I need to just go play right now. That was just inspiring. So I was just jamming, and honestly, the Switch plays just felt fluid the last couple days. I'm not sure what it is, but there's these it's cool learning from the first time again. I'm never gonna have it again, but it's feeling more fluid. And Switch trips is kind of in the back of my mind. I know that Casey did it a couple months ago, and it's on the nomics list. But my hands were just feeling quick and just, you know. But yeah, Switch trips. That's what I'm stoked on right now.
Damn.
Massive,
Patty, how about you?
massive. I think I have the same answer I've had for the last couple weeks. Playing the Sulab Spider-Man, and I do finally have the fresh Gallagher Ken.
You
I
just put
strung
that
up
on?
because the other one, yeah, I put it on 2 days ago. The other one, the spike was so flat, bro. It it was terrible. And so like having a fresh spike like this really is a game changer, I feel like. When you go from terrible to perfect, it's great stuff.
How far
And
out?
I'm doing
Or go ahead. Yeah.
battle tricks.
Yeah.
I'm just doing battle tricks.
Any of them holding you up?
Not too much anymore. I mean, it feels like every day I practice, it's like one different trick on the list will give me problems. Like today it was tap juggle spike. I was just missing juggle spike time after time. It only took me a few minutes to get through it 3 times in a row, but I was sitting there and I was like, wow, it's a tough tap juggle spike day.
Is that what you
But
do?
yeah,
Do you always try to do them all 3 times in a row?
yeah. And then there's that. Actually, I don't know if this is common knowledge, but somebody in the Colorado squad made the a website to simulate open matches and
Yes.
What do you mean
I
put
saw
all the
that
simulate?
battle
one.
tricks on it.
Come on, it's his
I don't know
freaking
if he wants to get leaked.
it's his freaking doppelganger. You know what I mean? We can
I
leave it
know
at
him well.
that.
Yeah. Did you get access to this, Brent?
I did. I'm not really like an open grinder, and like I've ran through the
Yeah.
list like a handful of times. But in most of my practice is just going towards grinding freestyle and like some fun ideas for that. Um,
Yeah.
but I did play medium bot and had a great time.
It's fun. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
got my
practice
teeth
for the
kicked in by medium bot a couple times.
Dude, I like your philosophy
medium's a good level.
with the whole like freestyle thing. I remember specifically at 303, like you were in between rounds, like everyone's like jamming inside, and then like you are like the only person outside of the barn, just like pinching goons. And I was like, "What are you doing?" You're just like, "I'm just staying hot." And
Yeah,
maybe it was just the circumstance, like the location that we were in, but I thought that was like kind of funny. I feel like for the duration that I've known you, you just don't really care at all about open, or it's like maybe you do, but you just like buy in so you can have the freestyle op. I could be wrong.
totally. I like using open as like a measuring stick of like my kendama ability without like practicing super hard for it. It's like if I can go in there and I can win a game, it also like completely takes the pressure off because I'm like I've had those times when I was, maybe competing in like advanced or AM at some of these larger events, and it's like you put all your focus into that and you spend your $40-$50 to go to an event, or to sign up for the event, and then you just like get 2 out and you're just like, well, that really sucks, and you like feel pretty bad about it. But I found more fun in playing freestyle kendama just because like that's mainly how I like to play when I'm just like by myself, either freestyling by myself or just like going at like trying to hit some like quick tricks, whatever level up it is that I'm like currently working on. Um, but I like to use competing in like a pro open bracket is just like a measuring stick of like, oh, I can hit these tricks like I don't know, like maybe like 25% of the time, just based off like my general kendama skill level. And there's always like a trick or two in the list that is just like either not my style or like is a little bit harder, and like maybe my percentage is a lot lower on those, but I mean, sometimes I'll just like win a game against somebody who like I would think is like a far better open competitor against me, or versus me, and I'm just like, wow, that feels kind of awesome without like really putting in a ton of
Oh yeah.
practice beyond like running through the list a handful of times.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the measuring stick idea.
I do a similar thing with nomics. Is like, it wasn't until fairly recently, maybe like a few months ago, I was like actively grinding some of the tricks and like reaching for things. But I like to use it as just like a measuring stick to my ability. Like, what tricks on here can I just, bang out in a normal sesh as if I was just like, setting up my phone and trying to film a handful of story tricks. Like
Yeah.
however much effort I would put into that, like if I would just like made those tricks the exact trick on Phenomenomics that earns me a point, then like I'm not like thinking about it too much. Pressure goes away. And sometimes you just like completely like surprise yourself, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize like Penguin Naughty Bird was like actually kind of chill for me, or something.
You haven't tried the
Like
nod
Yeah.
yet, then.
the nod I have tried, it is incredibly difficult.
How about the far one?
Yeah,
I think it's
That
only
trick
like
is diabolical.
yeah.
that one is
Ben had a
devious.
death wish. I'm not really sure what he was on. He's like, let's do like a bunch of great stall tricks and then just ruin stalls.
No,
Exactly.
I love it. I love having a trick like that to reach for. like
I, I'm
something you're going for.
I'm with you, honestly. I do like that benchmark level of like nomics where, especially like as the
Mhm.
trick lists grow, it's like there's more and more tricks on the app, and you might see one trick one day and just like turn your head. Like we're not even like gonna try that today. Like it's a
Mhm.
future endeavor, And then you play for a
Mhm.
couple months, and then you like look back at it, and then you're like, it is attainable in a sesh, or maybe not even a sesh, like within the week or something. But it's definitely something to strive
Mhm.
for, and that's what I just love about nomics. I've been off of it, or at least like the heavy grind. I think I'm still in like top 40 or something, but
Mhm.
getting passed by like I think like Dama Luke, like he just sent me a DM and he's like passing me. I'm like, dude, it's scary when like these like Japanese American
Yeah.
players are like, all right, we're gonna take it serious now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if the top players in the
Yeah, we're
world,
all cooked.
yeah, if like the top players in the world started taking nomics seriously, I mean, like, see ya, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I just want to keep my spot in the top 100. If I have my name
Straight
on the
up,
list, thumbs
Mhm.
up.
yeah.
All right, fellas, should we start to transfer into the core of our talk today?
I think we should.
Freaking
All
Toady
right,
talk,
so
come on.
trick of the
Trick of
year
the
coming
year.
up. We just got the nominations posted. Or is that the right word? Nominations?
Yeah.
Nominees. We got the
Nominee.
nominees a couple days ago. And yeah, so we're gonna kind of go through them all and give our thoughts on them. But first I kind of just want to hit our general thoughts on trick of the year. I think it's really sick that Chrome runs this. Like
Mhm.
this is the sixth year in a row I think they've done it. And I think it's really cool incentive for players. Like first off, just to like go out, hit a crazy banger. So I like that. Just for what that part does for it all. And then yeah,
Let
I
me
don't know.
talk
What do you
next
guys
because I feel like Brent is
think?
like we just opened the can of worms just by even saying Toady. My perception of it, I don't think I've actually ever even like submitted a Toady. Like I feel like everyone has like a personal trick of the year, and I love like seeing that like a
Mhm.
story like recap at the end of the year. Uh, the big thing for me with Toady, like it's awesome to see it all, but it almost doesn't feel like a proper reflection of the game. Like it is, but it isn't. Like the one thing that I thought about is I think his name's Mike from Australia, but he did like the pinch like auto spike over his shoulder, which was so cool. And Brent, honestly, I feel like your trick of the year is like I would put those two tricks in like the same genre of like these aren't like super heavy like numeric like tap flip lines, but they're like super creative and still fulfill the purpose of like this was like a beautiful trick. So for me, like I love watching it, and also like I thought last year's trick of the year was like fucking perfect. And
Mhm.
I think something that's interesting to like watch as time goes on is like, is it a trick of the year because nobody else can do it? Is it because it gets the most likes? Like I don't see anybody ever doing the trick that Jesus did. But
Right.
there's some trivial opinions in our Ken Club that they're mad that a tap trick didn't win over it. Where I'm like, it's the coolest trick I've ever seen. Like, first of all, how do you think about that? And then you acted upon it and did it. So
Yeah.
not
Can
a
I
whole
give
lot of
an opinion really
competition.
quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Really quick one. I think the name of the whole thing is trick of the year. So I think it should be awarded to somebody who did a trick that encompasses what tricks were being done in that year.
Mhm.
So that was always my argument against the Jesus trick, honestly. Like I never said it wasn't a phenomenal trick, but like obviously like nobody's doing that. So like
For
it's
sure.
just that kind of random in my brain. Versus I can't, what was it up against? Was it one, two,
One,
three,
two, three,
four,
four,
five,
five.
two?
Good. Which
See, like
that
that was
summed up the
that
year pretty well.
everyone was doing consecutive one, two, threes that year. Like,
Mhm.
and then one, two, three, four, five, just like nobody thought of that at that point. So that's my opinion. It should just kind of encapsulate
Go
what was
ahead,
being
Brent.
done that
Go
year.
ahead.
Totally. And when you're coming down to determining trick of the year, it's a subjective matter, right? Like there is
Totally.
no inherently correct answer necessarily, or at least not every year. And you're comparing some of the best. You're comparing the best players in the world, and you're comparing their app what they determine to be their best trick from that year. So you're splitting the like most minute hairs possible. Like
Yeah.
and also like I mean when you think about like in terms of like trick of the year, like if it encompasses what Kendama was in that year, it your frame of reference is like super important when you're thinking of that because it's like as an American player where we're all just doing one where everybody was doing 1 2 3 goon consecutive for like that one summer for whatever reason, like after like summer or month of goon. Like that's, you know, very fresh in everybody's mind. Or like maybe the last 2 years, like stun fasts were like super in everybody's mind and in everybody's face and on everybody's feed. But like when it comes to European players or Japanese players, like there's completely different scenes that like we have to think about too, and like it's hard to, and it just like widens the horizons of like what TOTY could be. And I
Right.
also don't know if I necessarily like completely agree that TOTY has to like sum up the year, because if you had a banger that is just like theoretically so far a level above of what anybody's doing, but it was a trick concept or genre that wasn't super popular
That's
that year,
Rod's trick
I
for
see
me.
no. Yes,
Like who's
I
ever
see
done
no
that?
reason. I see no reason why that couldn't be TOTY. Like if somebody did like, I don't know, it's hard to even think of one because the ideas are like, if it's something that's like so out of left field that like Kadama players aren't thinking about it, being about it often, then something like that is like incredibly valid to win if the skill level is high enough, and it deserves a place in the nominations for people to vote for it at the very least.
I I
I
feel like
agree with that
yeah.
too. So this is kind of just a flaw with the whole system is that it's completely subjective. So
Right.
there's never going to be like the perfect answer or the perfect trick because somebody else is always going to think some other trick was the best.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all just kind of in good fun with
Yeah,
Monday
but if there was
awards.
a clear, specific answer, you couldn't have a podcast debating it.
Well, we're going to get into the nominees for this year, and there might be one clear and obvious answer in my opinion, but we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I want to hit the previous year winners. Should I share my screen for this? Should we
Yeah.
watch the clips or should we just kind of
I've
talk
I've
about
done
them?
watch the clips.
All right, let's do it.
I could watch that Drew Manfred trick a million times.
I could watch the
I do
Jesus
want to hear
one
your opinion on that.
and the Rod. I mean, it's trick of the year. Like we could watch all of them over and over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys see me all right?
Oh, we can see
Yeah.
it. Oh, yeah.
All right, let me do some things here real quick.
Okay, so it started in
Okay,
2020. Yeah.
2020.
I was 6 months into Kendama when that started.
there we
Wow.
go.
Yeah, I was. That was right around when I was starting to.
See, I have no idea what happened there.
This
So
was
if Brent,
before its time, right? I mean, like this looks.
This is very before its
It
time.
looks like almost not gonna say commonplace now, but I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah. So it is a rather difficult Regoon variant and ender with like the snatch ender where it's
Totally.
not just a regular pinch. He pinches closer to the Ken than rather than just like in the middle of the string. So if he was doing just a regular pinch and he did that rotation, like that many rotations of a Regoon, if he was doing a regular pinch, it would come around and he would catch Tama. So he's doing a snatch, or I don't know exactly that's what Ben Harold used to call them, I believe.
That's where we
Um,
saw it the first time, right? Like I know, like the late Ken pinch or like the tight one. I know what you mean.
I don't
Was
know
it
if that's
fringe
the
case?
first one. It
No.
totally might be. It might have been in Fringe Case. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not the perfect historian on that. But it's definitely like a harder variant than just a pinch, and it's also super ahead of its time for what it
Mm-hmm.
is. So like, well, there are probably a handful of players that can hit this today. I want to try this trick. I should go do this trick
Also,
soon.
like extremely proper way to like rip a goon in 2020. Like that release is just
Yeah,
so early. He pops it so
yeah.
quick.
Totally, like
definitely.
beautifully done.
Yeah.
I do think something when it comes to TOTY, like being able to look back on this with like 2020 vision makes it a little difficult because it's like, I don't know, if you showed this to me this year, I would be like, there's no way that won TOTY, or there's no way that like somebody's doing that for TOTY. But at the time, like pretty unbelievable,
I
I
think at
imagine.
this
I
time
also
nobody
wasn't.
understood.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what Print Case dropped in what 2018, so this is before I'm playing Kendama, so I don't have like the
Yeah.
best understanding of what thoughts were at the time. However, I can look back, and I think a good thing, like what determines a really good toady, looking back with hindsight, is like how evergreen it is. Like if you can look back at it and you can be like, wow, that trick is still very very difficult. Like the one we're gonna watch next, the rod trick. That trick is still like I can't imagine doing that trick.
I almost
All
think
right, so
one
thing,
final
thing
thought.
number one that wouldn't do Cody is doing things that people just don't understand yet and are way ahead of its time.
for sure.
What are you saying, AJ?
Because
Go ahead, Brent.
I was gonna say because there were. I remember some of the other entries from 2020. My good friend Pinchy William was, I believe, he was nominated for TOTY and got like top 3 in the voting for that year. And looking back at some of the other tricks from that year, there are some other ones that are far more evergreen than that trick because obviously people got really far down the rabbit hole on late goons and loops and pinches and different ways to pinch the Ken and things like that. But if you look at Pinchy's trick from that year, I don't know if you want to pull it up or not, but he did, it was a
I don't think I
triple.
can.
Yeah, sure. It was a triple loop tap where he loops the Ken, or he loops the Tama into the Ken and does a tap 3 times, and then the fourth loop
Oh, I remember that.
is a loop straight to spike, like swapping straight to
Oh,
spike. And I don't think anybody has even done 2 loops since then, which is absolutely insane. To do 3 of them and
that is
swap it straight to
nuts.
spike, 4 loops, 3 of them tap the Ken, and the fourth one swaps straight to spike. Unbelievable trick. And like, obviously you have the hindsight now to be like, oh, people like, because it could have totally went the other way where people didn't really mess with pinches and goons that much and instead were like, oh, we're all going to get really into loop taps and different ways to loop and tap the Ken or vice versa. And so like it's really hard to capture that moment in time and be this this is it, and not know that other tricks might not even get come close to get repeated like years later.
What I was gonna say,
Yeah.
lastly on this trick, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by evergreen, but I guess kind of the way that I'm interpreting it is like maybe that's not the hardest like goon pinch trick that we see now. But I mean, even in 26, like that is a tough trick to do.
For sure.
You could probably put that down in a sesh, but for
Gotta
me,
have
like,
shelf life.
yeah, it does. And also something about it, like I feel like obviously harder tricks have been done, but that was like a big bit of like blueprint. It's like, okay, this is like a really expert level of it, and then we've seen all these like branch offs of like goon tech from that. It was a foundation, so it could continue to grow.
Totally. And maybe that's like an argument as to why it's maybe like a little bit of like a chicken before the egg scenario. Is it like, did we all start doing more of these tricks because they were popular enough to like win Toady, or are they like, did it
No,
win
no,
Toady
it's flow.
because
The goon is flow.
yeah,
Come on, like that's
yeah,
come on. watch,
yeah. I mean,
watch it. Good argument,
no,
but
100%. I mean, the thing is like we're again when it comes to Toady, you're just absolutely like splitting hairs because you're taking the best of the best and you're taking their best tricks. So like at no point do I want somebody to think like I'm like talking down on any of these tricks because they're all gonna be like very hard and very technically difficult.
but all the more reason to like rip them to
Yeah.
shreds and be critical about it, right? Because it is the best of the
No,
best, you
yeah,
know. Like it,
true.
we're all opinionated people, so like you know, certain tricks are gonna rub you guys better than they rub me. So
No, 100%. And it all comes from a place of love. We all want to be better and do harder
and
tricks.
it just
And
pushes the game to like a great point. Like I guess we're looking at
exactly.
this Rod clip. I don't think I've seen a single clip with any DNA that has any similarity to the Serato coming off the sword. Like this was like
Dude,
a
I
one
don't
and
know if
done.
I can find it.
Was it taken down?
Yeah, you might have to dig.
Well, it was 21, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna be
all we know.
far.
Yeah. We're still in. Oh gosh, I don't know if we can do this, boys.
No, yeah, understandable.
That's
For those of you who are watching who don't know the trick though, he loosens the Serato on an unstrung Ken, and he does a whirlwind where the Serato pops off the sword. He flips the sword.
Oh, we got
Oh,
it.
oh,
And the thing about this trick too, it is. Let me watch it again. I think the Tama goes ghost. The Serato does an inward flip, and the Spike does a regular Ken flip.
Whoa, I never realized that. Wow.
Isn't that nuts, dude?
Wow. That's something I never realized. And I've talked to Rod about this trick.
I don't know if it was on purpose, honestly.
I feel like it was probably just the
But
way that like the motion of the bits moved, and he was like, "Yeah, that looks
That
sick.
makes
If it
sense.
ain't broke, don't fix it."
how
Yeah, I mean,
crazy is that?
whether intentional or not, that is really, really cool.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because even if he was just trying to do all reg flips, he did it better. So it's nuts.
Looking at this trick too, like say so what this is gonna be the 7th year of doing TOTY, right? So say that in 3 years we're gonna have 10 examples of a trick of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year's trick has been done, I think, by 2 other people right now, where this one is still a thing of beauty on its own.
Oh yeah,
If we were
I
talking
don't think
like
anyone's doing
if
this.
we were talking trick of the decade, like we need to revisit this after there's 10 options. I might have to say this trick. There's nothing
It
like it.
could be. It's in the
You
conversation.
know what I mean?
Trick of the decade is such a good idea. Wow.
We'll see you in 3 years, Brett. Okay.
Worth
Dude, yeah.
10,000.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
That's
also
an
just like the most
unbelievable.
basic, not the most basic trick, but like the whirlwind is like it's our kickflip. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So to do the best
Exactly.
version of it, like it is just, God, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that truly.
Sorry, I have to do this. I'm sorry I have to do this, but we have 11 minutes and 40 seconds, so we need to cut. So I want to get through all of these previous winners before that. Is that cool?
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
zip
yeah,
my
totally.
lips over here.
I don't want to rush, but like,
No, one more.
just make it easy.
Yeah. Go, Brent.
Just like I've spoken to Rod about like variations of this trick that he's thought about either previous or afterwards, and like there is more to be done. There is more to be done
Like a
in
juggle.
that way. We're talking juggle. We're talking maybe a little like
Ooh,
maybe a little building situation, you know?
that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably been working on that for what, like 5 years now.
I mean, hey, I would be too if I did that trick.
That's crazy. All right, let's hit the next one. Rod, insane trick.
Tibby.
Tib, this is an awesome trick. Boom.
I feel like our first example of like the numbers game going on.
Yeah.
There's always some controversy about this because apparently you can hear it hitting the cup. Can you guys
Oh,
hear
I
this
did
sound?
hear it. Yeah.
I don't know if I have audio from the clip on your end, but that's interesting.
It's super subtle, but
Sure.
I know Casey always said that he thinks that it was touching the cup. I don't think it was, though. I think it just smacked on the string that hard.
I'll have to
This is
go.
this is an example of a trick that's like it won because it was a trick that everyone was thinking of, but it was like impossible for everyone. Like
Right,
it's
yeah.
on the opposite end of something that's super creative and no one's ever thought of. It's like everyone's thought of this trick, triple tightrope flip. But
Totally.
it's just like a joke for so much time that it's like, yeah, no one, that's impossible.
It's also similar category as like Rod's trick,
How so?
where I well not exactly. I like when trick of the year is a singular trick. It's not like a line. It's not
Same.
like a 1, 2, 3. It's just like one singular motion. Obviously, this is an ender because you can't just end on tightrope. But I like
Yeah,
when
it's a single
Cody is.
concept though.
I like when it's trick of the year and not like a line of the year. And I'm not
That's fair.
necessarily against it if the line like is TOTY level and TOTY worthy, but I like when it's one concept as the
You
trick of
get
the
like extra points for it being like dense and like potent, It's just like
exactly.
just one banger instead of like stretched out. So yeah, this trick, I mean, legendary. AJ, you have any thoughts on this one?
I mean, really, just like I said in the beginning, it's the numbers game. It's cool to see like I mean, it rotates 3 times. It's triple flip. Brent, I like what you added about that. I'm not sure what this was up against, but I mean, like
Yeah, I was
this
about to
is
say
fucked. Like it
I can't
still
really
is.
remember.
I don't remember any of the other entries from this year. I remember similar to this year. I remember it being like, okay, well, this is probably gonna win just fully off of like how like almost comically unbelievable it
It
is.
is, yeah.
Um, but there were definitely some competition because I remember having some debate back and forth, but I don't remember the other nominations from this year.
I mean, I think this is one that just like had to win. I feel like
We're gonna have to talk about the 100 tap later when we get there. We're still in 22, but I feel like
we're gonna get them. We're gonna get
Only
there.
3 years away.
yeah,
All right, 23 now.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, like what is this whole thing, you know?
Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Am I like fucking it up?
Just leave it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know the trick well enough, so yeah.
Sorry,
It's that
I'm
last
not.
part. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like zoom out.
I mean, let's let debate club start, right? Or I guess Brent, I'm curious, what do you think about this trick? Because I think I might be the only person in like our Ken club who like actively loves this trick for all it is. Like the fact that it won TOTY and just the whole composition itself. Like I love it. I don't think there was any wrongdoing. Obviously, I know you're a goon guy, and maybe I'm starting some fires here. But what do you think?
I mean, I think it's definitely toady worthy for what, like, just looking at the trick alone, it's unbelievable, and it's like the most Jesus Kendama style trick that Jesus Kendama can do. So I'm like very happy that he entered it for Toady, and I'm stoked for him that he won. If I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Goon is a little bit more towards the spectrum of being like a single trick.
Hmm.
Obviously, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but like there's a lot more going on trick structure wise here than there is with just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nobody's done that.
My argument is it's around the clock. Like it's just a take on a classic single
Yeah,
trick.
it has
You know?
like it has
Yeah,
composition at least.
it definitely had. I mean, and I love like interesting trick composition, but I mean it's definitely a more complex trick composition
Totally.
than just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 isn't exactly like a singular trick concept. Um, but throwing a goon 5 times with increasing numbers and catching them in the year where that was probably the year where like Month of Goon was like maybe the most popular and like the most people were doing it. And Elliot did a whole summer of doing strung up goon tricks from a guy who rarely plays with a string. Um, so I mean, just the like to Dylan's point earlier about how that tricks that really encompass what kendama was that year, and maybe this is our like America brain, like, oh, like we were all doing goon circles then, but 1, 2, 3 goon was like a particularly hot trick, and the only person who had done 1, 2, 3, 4 at this point was Edwin, I believe,
Edwin.
unless Zaki had done it
Yeah.
that year as
Well,
well.
what Zachy submitted it, right? Like it was his trick, or was it Edwin's for the competition this
Oh,
year?
Elliot.
Oh,
Elliot.
okay.
Elliot did it this year. Elliot did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good that summer.
Not sure how I spaced
Um,
on that.
Edwin had done 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe he was the first to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and he did it at Battle
Yeah, I was gonna say,
2024,
was it the
right at the
Parthenon,
beginning.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, right at the beginning of the year. It was in one of his 365 edits, I believe.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember that.
Great trick. And I remember him talking about it and like, how much his hand was hurting just from trying that trick. And so I
Yeah,
can't
like
even
that trick
imagine what
is
adding a
scary.
repetition was.
Can I throw out an argument against this trick really quick?
Go.
Just
Please.
so he goes each time he goes to wing, he goes to like a normal Ken grip. And I would argue that the wing is the harder part and the Ken grip is the easier grip. Just putting that
Wait,
out
wait. I'm,
there.
I'm sorry. So every time he goes to wing,
He's in like a Ken grip.
it's like dark wing on the first one,
Yeah. This one is just a regular wing though.
and then this last movement though. Like I feel like your argument like goes out the door when I see that. That's just me though. Like the thing that I love about this trick is maybe it's not reflective of like doing Month of Goon. You know, it has that rod effect where it's like nobody's ever gonna try this because it's like such a unique
Yeah,
trick to a certain player, but also like the difficulty. Like even the best stallers in the world would like see this and like be shaken in their boots. And that's why I think it's like
totally.
so heavy. Like yeah, it's a stall trick, but it's just like fucked. Like
I mean, I'm not
Enough for like
necessarily
the
mad at
American
it.
challenge.
I'm not necessarily mad at it for Toady. It's a fantastic trick.
sure.
And also like the fact that yeah, he's in Ken grip when he's on wing, it's like, yeah, but that's kind of like just like the nature of the trick, like, or like the
And
nature of
I'm
the
not really mad at it either. I just like hating. So like I
no,
just
I
throw that out
heard,
there.
hey, it costs nothing to be nice, but being a hater's free too. But I mean, it's just like, yeah, he's in Ken grip, and you can like mentally take away like whatever amount of points that like you're thinking or however you think of it, for being in Ken grip on the wings. But it's like that's kind of how the
Yeah,
composition of the line has to work out for it
yeah.
to like fully
No,
go
that's fair.
block.
That's fair.
Also, like last argument, not trying to get the last word in, but just like the fact that it took him 6 months to conceive it, like that's a grind over a year. Like that's a
Well, hey,
it's a
it took a whole
project.
summer
It's,
for Elliot to get good at goons.
it
Yeah,
says
it took
six
me.
months to convince myself,
Oh,
not conceive.
my apologies.
So you might not even tried it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. I
Which
guess
even, I
Either
mean,
way.
that's even more to your point, AJ.
I guess we have another Elliot robbery to think about, right? Isn't the next year he did 5 stilt Trey
Yeah,
in
and
24?
I thought in 24 he might get it, like as sort of like a makeup for the previous year.
I
I
mean,
love this trick so much.
in reflection though, it's been done.
Yeah,
I love it too.
Dude.
and that's what I'm talking about. Like last year, if we had done this podcast last year, I would have sat here and I would have argued for this trick for an hour and a half.
Really?
Well, here's the thing, like
Yeah, I was so pro this trick.
people have done this trick because like it is the meta. Like stun fast, everyone's doing stun fast right
But
now.
no,
So
but dude,
obviously somebody's gonna try this trick.
if quad stilt Trey won, you wouldn't see anybody doing that. You'd give Elliot his gold medallion, and everyone would fuck off. They'd be like, "Buddy did it. He
Well, it's
like
just
did that, and
different.
we don't need to."
Yeah, but
I
I mean,
guess it's just like different reasons for why the Toady won. And
I'm sure people have tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. They might not have succeeded, but
I bet you Casey could do that, bro.
Well, that's Edwin's trick for this year as well.
yeah,
We're seeing it again.
yes, but not straight to spike. That's different.
Do you think it's
Juggling out is. Do I think it's easier than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight to
I
spike?
almost think for like a player of like for the players who have no whole wing, it's almost like I don't want to say less impressive, but like straight to spike is crazy.
Straight to spike is, I think, off of 5 goon, juggling out is to anything is significantly easier than straight to spike, and that's not to take away from Edwin's trick at all. And it also helps my argument a little bit that Elliot is also really, really good at no whole wing. So, like, I'm sure he would make a similar argument as I am right now that the straight to spike is just more difficult.
Yeah, we're coming up on a minute 40 that we're gonna have to start another meeting. So we've got a minute and a half to just. What else do we think?
So I think kind of what we've learned here is that there are so many different reasons why a trick can win Toady, just based because like it's so opinionated that it could be a different reason every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's just really fun to look back at all the different ones and just try to compare them and seeing the shelf life of them. I thought that was an interesting talk.
Brent,
Totally, and this is what I mean when I mean is a trick, like how evergreen a trick is, like looking back years later, like does it hold up over time as Toady? And
this
multiple people
Tennessee
have done
trick
this
might
one.
not have that. So that's a valid argument. I'll give that one to you.
Yeah, totally.
Would you have still argued like tooth and nail had you known that that other people would have done it?
Oh, absolutely not. That changes things for sure.
Right. Good to know. Well, yeah, I think that we so this is up through 24. We're gonna take a quick break and come back and then go over this year's nominees and go from there. We're back. We're back and better than ever.
All right.
We're recording. We're live.
We're live.
Quick intermission.
Excellent.
We're back.
Well, I just wanna give a quick word from our sponsor here on the podcast.
Yeah.
KendamaDepot.com.
Compnomics, is that what it is?
No, it's KendamaDepot.com.
Are you sure it's not the KD, the Kevin DeSoto 0.2 mod that was
let him give his.
I'm sorry. I'm japing.
No, we have a quick word from our sponsor, KendamaDepot.com. It's the one-stop kendama shop. You can purchase kendama from a wide variety and selection of kendama companies. You can buy Ken onlys. You can buy Tama onlys. You can buy complete full setups. We have our own setups. There we go. That's our logo.
You know what I mean, though?
Home Depot, please don't sue us. All of our kendamas, or not necessarily all of our kendamas, but many of our kendamas on our website are sold by exact weight. So if you're a kendama player with any kind of specific weight requirements or preferences for Kens or Tamas, you can check out your 83-gram Ken with your 86-gram Tama or whatever it is you like. There's premium paints on the site from Higgs Kendama, all sorts of different
You
Kendama
got
companies.
Sulab too now. Come on, don't sell
We have
yourself
them all.
short.
We're like it's like collecting all the Infinity Stones, because for a while we never had Lab, we never had GT. We got Quad in the past like couple years. Like, yeah, it's awesome.
It really is like that. Like it's such a unique place. Like I mean, I'm one who I think Dylan probably likes playing like a native like out the box setup. But like my
Mhm.
shelf over here, like I took apart all my Kens and Thomas. Like I love mixing and matching, and I feel like Depot is like the truth for that.
Totally. And even before I was on Depot, I was making like the most wild out of pocket Frank and Ken setups with like cups from different Kens
Yeah,
and
right down
sort
the line with this guy.
of. Yeah.
Just freaking pro
Complete
mods.
setups.
Come on.
Complete
Nah,
setups.
nah, nah, nah. Rhino clear
I
on the
love a good
quad.
I love a good complete setup when it hits, but sometimes you gotta do the work yourself.
100%.
Eagle McMahon. Come on now. All right, let's get into our 2025 TOTY nominees, shall we?
Let's freaking do it, yo.
Let's run it.
All right. Oh, I do have to request to share screen, AJ. Request has been sent.
We're good.
All right. Let's run
So
it.
do we know who was choosing the nominations this year? I know in previous years they've taken like people from like a handful of different Kendama companies and different scenes and like let them all nominate one. I don't think they've said anything about it this year.
Honestly, I didn't even know that they did that in past years. I've never known. I kind of just thought it was like Chrome. I mean, they have good enough eyes. Like if it's Kendama players who are judging it, like I'll put mostly, I'll put my faith in them. But
No, 100%.
I think that's a good idea to like have a democracy amongst the companies, like at least one person about Great, we got Kendama
All
Farm in
right.
here. Shout out
Do we go
Trevor.
top to bottom or bottom to top? I think we should go top to bottom because this first one.
I think we should go bottom to top.
The first one sets the tone, though.
The first one does set the tone, but it'll be hard to beat.
We can go bottom to top.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a bang too.
Yeah.
This trick's
This
pretty
one-
nuts.
This one is really high in like novelty factor and just like the like how jaw dropping it is.
Yeah.
Have y'all
this
ever
is the
done
type of
Super
thing
Nog
you've never
Special?
seen before.
Have you ever done this
No.
just like regular in the cups?
I have.
Yeah,
and it's
me
difficult.
too. Like it's tough. Like it's gonna take you like 10 minutes to at least figure it out.
Mhm.
This
Does
is
it have to be by this grip?
yeah.
For the Super Nog?
It's special grip. That's my favorite part about it. Like Nog
Mhm.
was just like on his own thing. Whatever special grip is, you got to do
Well,
it.
what is this grip then? Arm balance grip?
I think this is
Yeah.
just yeah.
It's not a grip at all. He's not even touching it, or he's not even holding it.
I feel like this
I
is the
really
first
like
time
how
I've
he
seen
did
Mahdi
that.
do something like this. Usually it's like Phlox, right?
Oh, the
I feel like
yank
Marty's
at the
done some
end.
variants of this actually. I know he did the like throw to wing earlier in the year.
Do you say Mahdi did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I missed that.
One thing I really like about this, he's about to do it right here, is the ender. Straight down spike.
Yeah,
No
so
trouble.
sad. Oh, such a good down spike too.
No juggle. Crispy down.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, how I like when TOTY is like the TOTY trick entry is a singular trick.
That's it.
Sometimes it requires an ender, much like the trip tightrope flip, like that needs
That's
an
fine,
ender,
though.
whether it be
Yeah.
fall in. But if you put like a steezy ender on it, that adds a little bit of aura.
Totally. That's one of my problems as a Kendama player, honestly, is I don't go for good enders. I'm a big juggle spike guy.
That's hey Brad Willard's rule number 5 for life. I believe it's rule number 5. It might be rule number 6.
How many does he have? I didn't even know he had rules for life.
I think it's rule number 6 is fall in.
Yeah, man. Like,
which like that has connotations outside of Kendama, but like it's very, very worthy of a rule when thinking about it.
Are you implying that Jug Spike is on the same level as Fall In? Because you're not always on Lighthouse, right? I mean, like I feel
You're
like
not always on Lighthouse.
I feel like for a juggle trick, like
It's
Fall
the
In
same
is
idea.
Jug Spike. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole different tangent, though. That could be a whole episode.
Dude, we're gonna have to ask Brad about that.
You have to have Brad
we'll
on.
talk
And
to
have him
AJ.
you have to have Brad on and have him give you guys his rules for life because
He
they're
might be our next guest.
I didn't know
Wow,
he had him.
you definitely should do me and Brad back to back. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
We're doing Brad and Jones together first, but
That's
I'm
awesome.
very open to doing you and Brad together at some point.
Oh no, I just meant back to back. But
Oh, okay, it's gonna happen.
also that.
All right. Well, should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, it's a great
Any
trick from Madi.
this trick? Phenomenal trick.
Freaking wow factor and then some.
Strong contender.
Mr. Flatulence, come on.
Click. This trick's freaking crazy too, bro. Triple lunar tray. Is that a pirouette or a Broadway? I think it's pirouette when you're holding it.
No, that is a Broadway. A Broadway is when you're holding one of the pieces, and a pirouette is when you completely
You let
disconnect
go.
from the setup.
Dude, that just the way he lands with that
So
is so
triple
vile.
lunar tray Broadway.
This is one of them that like you have to really respect the grind on because how I've done some Broadway tricks, mainly like in the middle of like juggle lines, and you get dizzy pretty quick with the amount of torque that you put in.
I wonder how many times he did the little
Do you
spin.
guys? Do you guys? I don't think he plays or posts very much anymore. Do you guys remember Bordy Bo? He was so far ahead of people in the
Yeah.
Broadway
Don't.
and pirouette game. Oh my god! I hope
Yes.
his account is still up. I'll send you some of his clips after this because like he was miles ahead of people in the Broadway game, and he used to sesh with that dude Isaac who played for New Lace Kendama.
Okay, that makes sense. He
He
was
was
a
one of
Broadway guy
those.
too.
Yeah, and he was one of those like kind of some very similar to Casey, where like you just get disgustingly good at kendama super quickly. But they both did Broadways in very different ways. Where Isaacs were way more like Trevor's here, where they're like slow, they're looking back at the tom of the whole or the piece the whole time, and they're which everybody has to do, but they're like a little like slow and more controlled. The way Bordy would do his, they were like he looked like the freaking road runner, dude. Like there was a dust cloud at his feet, and he would just like spin with so much torque, and for whatever reason, wouldn't get you. Like I've talked to him about it, he just like wouldn't get dizzy.
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
I'm trying to find a good clip on his Instagram, but I can't find a good spinny one.
Did this guy have like he had like black hair, not like a bowl
Yeah.
cut? Oh my god, I do remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. He entered for TOTY 1 year, 123J Broadway, where he does the Broadway.
That
like
is
all
so fat still. I feel like your string has to be so long for it too. Like to give yourself the airtime.
Not necessarily
No?
because like you can just extend your arm more.
Yeah, just keep
A
your
long
arm
string
around.
definitely helps,
Yeah.
especially for a trick like Trevor's doing here, where he's like needs to get the tray off or the trip tray off.
This is the second year in a row he's done a Broadway trick. I'm curious if
Yeah,
he's gonna plan for it again. Also, he's just so funny. I talked to them on FaceTime the other day, and he's just like a quintessential, just like 3 hour grinder.
yeah. That's
Oh.
one of my favorite ways to play Kendama is to just like beat your head against beat your head against a really hard trick for as long as possible. Because I think I do some of my best grinding when I'm just like alone with the camera set up by myself. Or maybe that's why like me and Ryan Rochelo get along really well is because like even if the two of us are out seshing somewhere, we can just like both be like, okay, we're gonna go set up our cameras and lock in by ourselves essentially for like 2 hours, and the only words we'll say to each other are like screaming about our own trick and like not really thinking about each other.
I love your guys' Yank Spike edit. That was like I need to
Yeah.
really like move to Massachusetts after seeing that.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody who's listening, move to Boston, Massachusetts. We have a thriving kendama scene.
You really
Move to
do.
Denver, Colorado.
Hey,
Yeah.
girls,
That's
you're
the
both
only
pretty.
place-
Come on, we got them both.
That's one of the only places I would consider.
That's how I feel about Mass. I feel like I'm moving to Mass, Seattle, or SoCal if I'm relocating.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
choices are slim. All right, Dylan, what do we got next?
Next up, this is the Australian fellow, right? I'm actually not
Yeah.
familiar with him.
I think his name is
Yeah.
Mike.
His name is Mike. His name is Mike Ox. He has some fantastic edits on YouTube.
He also
Mike Ox.
he filmed Elijah's quad edit, which was like really like a
Really
great
well done.
a great piece of like film. You know what I mean?
Frick, I don't know how
And
to
he's
get
a
back.
great player. I remember the first clip I saw from this guy. I think he just popped up on my For You, and he did 1, 2, 3 stilt backflip, which is just like such an absurd trick to just do, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, he just has a weird bag of tricks, but
Yeah, he is very high in novelty factor for a lot of his tricks, especially when it comes to some of the stuff he films for edits. Like some truly just like like never let him know your next move type tricks.
Sure.
This
Brent,
trick is
This has
also
go ahead.
this trick's
this
also
has
great.
gooch spike energy.
I was about to say this. This trick, much like a gooch pinch, has one of my favorite things, which is the reveal that it spikes.
Mm.
There's so much aura in the reveal.
Okay, Brent, I'm curious. To be honest, this is one of my favorite tricks from this year. Without
Yeah.
spoiling too much, I think what Joris, or like the one that's right next to Takuya's, like the fast hand ring. I really love that trick.
Mm.
I love this one too for like the reveal factor, but like watching it back, I'm playing devil's advocate right now. It almost doesn't seem too hard. It's a trip Ken pull up. It's 3 loops on the butterfly and then like an auto spike. So how do you feel like your trick wraps up
throwing it
against
at
this?
your face though.
Sure.
It's hard to compare my trick exactly to it. I will say the trip Ken and the loops are definitely not the like hard part or the wow factor in this trick. That's more the setup for the auto spike.
Mm-hmm.
I have not tried it, so I don't know. But I would imagine that the auto spike is rather difficult.
Sure.
Like TOTY level difficulty for sure.
Fair.
And you get like some novelty in the reveal and also just like the concept. Like I've never seen somebody spike a trick on their shoulder blade. Like
it's clever. It's witty.
Yeah.
He's got japes. Like I love it.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you had seen.
I like that this one got nominated.
I also love that this one got nominated. I don't know if you've seen Grayson's trick, but it's also a butterfly loop regoon, whatever you want to call it.
It's an auto spike, right?
Yeah, it's also an auto spike.
I know I saw it. I forget the specifics of it. I mean, honestly, like I can decipher these tricks like when I watch them back, but like sometimes it takes a couple watches. I mean, there's like common flows to like the goon stuff, whether it's like a pinch or a regoon or whatnot. Sometimes you just need to watch it a few times to understand it. But I don't remember Grayson's to that point, but I do remember it had a pretty great.
It was also an auto spike. I also think, much like Grayson's, or both Grayson's and this trick, would actually benefit from being shorter, like without doing the multiple loops.
Sure.
Like because that's not the impressive part of the trick. The impressive part lies in the auto spike. And maybe that's just like how they were able to like comfortably get into whichever auto spike that they were doing. But like I like it makes the tricks like shorter and sweeter a little bit. If it was just like one loop, boom, now it's on my shoulder. This one, the reveal kind of like you want like a little bit. It helps the pacing of the line a little bit more. But I think you could definitely do without the trip Ken. The trip Ken is almost irrelevant to the trick.
Like it's irrelevant, but also like you need to start somewhere to get somewhere. You know,
yeah,
like
you need a pull up.
Like it'd be lame, not lame, but like just like pull up, late goon, single butterfly auto spike. Like yeah, like it'd be cool. I don't know. Maybe to an untrained eye.
I would want to. It just feels out of place to me. I would just want to highlight how difficult the auto spike part of the trick is because it's incredibly difficult. At least from like, I mean, just looking at it, like I can't imagine spiking a Kendama back there and not even being able to see it.
Imagine you like
at least with
you auto spike behind your back, then you like do some like pinch, and then you like go to the gooch spike, like double auto spike.
I like where your head's at. That's
I'm not the guy to do it. Like it's either you or
you gotta throw another trip Ken or somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Ryan. Also, by the way, Ryan might be the most mentioned name on this podcast.
Which are you talking about the other Ryan or what?
Whoa, you can't say that.
Whoa.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yo, I don't know if you know this, but
am I slurring my speech?
We try not to use the OR word around here. Unless your name's Ryan, then obviously you have the pass. But we try not to use the OR word.
So you got the Ryan pass, or I guess you don't have it, but
no, I don't have it. My name's
Brent. Two of your boys do. Dude, I think I said that when you guys came for 303. That shit just made me laugh. The Ryan pass.
Yeah, it's a great bit.
Dylan, while we're here, I'm curious. Can we look at Brent's trick right now? Because out of like all that we've seen, I think that trick and Brent's trick are the most similar. I hope I'm not like slandering your trick, but Brent, I love your trick. I even texted you after the edit too. You know what I mean? Like I saw everything and I was like, this is my favorite one. And I feel like it has like a similar.
Which one is it, Brent?
You're gonna have to scroll down a little bit.
There it is.
On the left there. Sorry, up.
And up one more in the meadow.
Yeah.
There it is.
At the park.
Like, what is that?
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a loop cloud loop like tug yank situation straight back to
It's
spike.
so cool.
So I would say it's actually
Nice.
I would say Grayson's and Mike's trick are much closer in that they're both butterfly loop auto spikes. I would say this is a lot closer to Johnny's trick that he submitted for Toady,
Yeah.
Honestly,
which I
I'm
don't know if you want to pull
forgetting.
that up
Yeah, can
after.
you?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, this was a really difficult trick. I had it on the mind for a while. My
Maybe
boy,
I'll just
probably
let
my
it
favorite,
comment.
probably my favorite Kendama player, which this is definitely like a hipster pick, is Jamin West. But I love his double twang trick.
I'm pretty sure
That's
Me
Johnny.
probably,
too.
I think Johnny says the same thing too, which I think is like
yeah,
so funny that it's like a game recognized game situation. Like we didn't see a toady from Jamin, but I mean
yeah. But
anybody
we
who
both
knows.
submitted Jamin style tricks for
Oh,
Toady. Because a couple years ago, I don't know if it was last year, if it was the year before, I forget. But Jamin submitted the pinch double twang, so it cloud bounces twice
mm-hmm.
and then it goes straight to airplane, which is like one of the most unbelievable tricks I've ever seen. As somebody who's done pinch cloud tricks, that is so ridiculously hard, and I could not believe that it wasn't at least nominated. And this is the same thing, but on a horizontal axis and like from like
Mm.
just like a flat goon, maybe like a zero goon. I don't know what you want to call it. So it's a little bit different. It twangs like a little less perfectly because it's horizontal and it like doesn't stay perfectly horizontal. But it's this is also an unbelievable trick.
I
And
think
while my trick's a little bit closer to this one than I would say like Mike's or Grayson's,
I would agree.
because it's like a twang loop goon situation. Mine actually isn't really a goon, and neither is this one, I guess. But the mine's a little bit different in that it loops, twangs, and this just off this
Twangs.
finger action there twangs twice.
I feel like Jamin is, in my opinion, like one of the most artistic, creative players probably in the
Mm,
whole world. Like even like I mean the skill level in Japan is like absolutely ridiculous. But I remember he lived in Colorado. He's in Washington now. But I
yeah,
remember like having some sessions with him and like he's like probably an hour deep, kind of back to that like talk of like just being 2-3 hours in on a trick where it's like it's gonna land, and just
totally.
his philosophy, like he's explaining it to me, and like obviously it's an insane trick, so he's not like getting super close each time, but I'm like, how do you even think of this in the first place? And then also thank you for doing it, because like I love my
Yeah,
taps and flips, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
he
yeah,
he puts the whole game on its head, where it's like I want to do this like creative bit where it's like 2.5 seconds of like kendama play realistically, but it's the most like crazy thing you've ever seen in your life. And I love that you brought him up, because I know that Johnny loves him
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. No, Johnny and I have talked about this too. Like how like we love these just like impossible 2 to 3 second long, like just like beautiful tricks. And like it's crazy because it feels so insane to go for. Like if you're just at the park and somebody sees you playing Kadama and they're like, "Hey, what is that?" And you're like, you have to like break out of it for a second and be like, like I swear
Do
there's
some
like
cups.
normal things you can do with it, but like right now I'm trying to get it to like twang multiple times and do this crazy action. And you're putting, I have 20 to 30 hours into a trick that I haven't hit. That's in the same vein as something like this. And it's insane that you're putting in that much time for like 5 seconds of footage.
I can't wait for that to go down for you. Or I mean, I
It'll
feel like
happen
I
one
feel like
day.
when you're in that deep, like you can't turn back, right?
No, no. It's the sunk cost fallacy, though. You have to beat your head against it.
Last thing before we keep on going, Dylan. One thing that I think about, just on the topic of Toady, I feel like Martin and Gabriel and like the OGs crew out in Europe,
Yes.
like those guys. I guess none of them are nominated for a Toady, but they'll come out with like an edit or like a mini thing. They're just like jamming in the subway like every month or two, and like everything that they do has that effect of like the trick is like this long, but nobody's ever
Yeah.
done it or thought about it. And I feel like they're just like pushing the game in the right direction.
Yeah, became hot on my radar for like how creative they are. They're
Sure.
some of my favorite players
Yeah,
to
those kids are
watch.
sick. I agree.
All right.
All right. Next.
Look at
Shunya.
that reaction.
The freaking goat. Does he do the
I love when he does the peace sign. One time he didn't do the peace sign in one of his tricks, and I asked him where it was. Like I left a comment, and he said, "This
I did
time it is
too.
2-tap jug spike."
All right.
I definitely
And I was like,
commented one time about him not going.
"Yeah,
I remember putting the emojis. He's so
you
cute, man.
yeah,
I feel like this trick is
This
like
trick is fire
it's a
though.
great trick on the classic, like trip Ken, jug late trip Ken. Like as far as
yeah,
like Ken flip tricks, like that's like the first like hard one you learn. Maybe not hard, but
yeah." I think we're slowly like building out like different types of like toady level tricks, and this is one that's like a fresh take on like a classic trick
mm-hmm.
of like trip jug. It's trip can single jug trip can, right? Yeah, and
Dude, one
yeah,
thing I think about this trick that makes it really hard is like normally when you do a trip can, like you fling it and about catch it in the same spot that you fling it.
mhm,
And he had probably had to totally relearn how to toss the trip so that he could catch it like at his opposite hip.
yeah,
It
yeah,
travels. That's a
And
great point.
totally.
yeah, it
Because
moves across his body.
this is reminiscent of Marcus's trick from last year, where it was the trip Ken to the like chicken wing
Yeah.
arm catch. But
Uh-huh.
for that, you don't really have to relearn your trip Ken motion because you're
Yeah,
catching it
it's
in the
you're
same
catching it in the
spot,
same spot.
just with a different body part. This you fully have to relearn how you throw your late trip.
Yeah, because he caught it like it looks almost like a foot lower than where he released it.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
more.
much like Trevor's trick, like this is a very tiring trick, I
Mm-hmm.
imagine.
Oh
Obviously,
yeah.
like trip Kens, you can that can really work your shoulder after a while, but you also have to like twist in this weird way to go catch it. Like
Yeah, the
that's
position he's standing when he catches it.
that's such an awkward position to even just stand.
This shit's awesome, honestly. I need to like it and just throw my vote out there.
I feel like that
Yeah,
smack, that feeling was
that's a
probably
strong
just like
contender.
insane. Like
One
no
thing
feeling
I
like it.
want to
It's not a jug
clarify,
spike.
one thing I want to clarify about all of this is that the whole voting system is based on likes.
It is.
So like currently I only had one post liked, and that was the one post that I think should win. And I just don't like the idea of liking every post. Like if you're voting for like two or three, I think it's okay. But if you're voting for more than that, like that also just like messes with the whole voting system, So
No,
I don't
totally.
know. It's
And I
interesting.
think it's an imperfect voting system, but it might
Okay.
be the best we have. I mean, it's definitely somewhat the
It's
easy, like
better than nothing.
path of least resistance.
Yeah, I'm not complaining because it's better than nothing. But yeah, I just like thinking
That
about
being
that.
said, there is $1,000 online, and maybe we could talk about voting systems later in the after we've watched all the tricks. But
Mm,
there
Yeah.
might be a
You
better
got
way.
any more on Shunya?
great trick. Done did it.
Yeah,
Just awesome.
props to the kid.
So
He does
awesome.
a lot of really novel tricks, and it's really cool to see.
I love him, honestly. All right, we got Danny Wade, 1, 2, 3, 4 border bound split.
I
Yeah,
forgot about this.
Pretty
yeah,
nasty, bro.
To just have the 1 2 3 unlocked to be like, all right, we're gonna go sesh 1 2 3 border flip to get to the point where we can like huck the four a couple times.
Yeah, I'm curious
yeah.
Like
how many
that's
times he
so
got at the
insane.
four. Like if he landed 1, 2, 3 like 50 times and missed the quad like 50 times and
That's
then got it up
insane.
51st, like that's pretty crazy.
1 2 3
Yeah.
border is not a session trick. Like that's not. Most people just don't have that.
No. And like how I was talking about like different categories of toady tricks. This is the numbers or the building
Totally.
line
Yeah.
of this is like probably the best building line that we had seen this year, or the best 1 2 3. I think there's a 1 2 3 later, right?
Oh yeah.
But this is also like one of those ones that's like who like people think about it forever, right? Like maybe a handful of people have done 1 2 1 2 3, and it's like, well, what if you did 1 2 3 4? Like that's kind of like pretty in the front of everybody's minds. Like it's not
Just the next
particularly
step.
novel, but it's just the next step, and each step only gets exponentially harder. Like if next year we
Yeah.
see 1 2 3 4 5 border balance, like
I feel like we have to in some
each
realm.
time it only get. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we eventually see that,
I
but
remember. Yeah. Go
Probably
ahead.
not next year, but I bet we'll see it eventually.
each time it gets exponentially harder. Like 1 2 3 doing one Edwin doing 1 2 3 4 game in 2024. And then that summer, Elliot does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's like that doesn't just get linearly harder; it gets exponentially harder, or maybe some other function. But yeah, and I think this is a decent representative of tricks that were done this year. There were a lot of
That's true.
border balance level ups this year. I think a few people did 1, 2, 3 this year. I know Tom did it in Copenhagen. So we'd seen a few 1, 2, 3 borders go down this year.
Not in
He,
not to, not totally parallel, but I know that we saw. I know Cress and Edwin just did 5x5 on the stilts, and then I think the year before we saw. I know Chur and then Luke did 1 through 5 stilts, and like a border balance is a hell of a lot harder than a stilt flip. But in seeing like a 1, 2, 3, 4 and knowing, I guess Luke also did 1, 2, 3 border flip too. But seeing the amount of cats that like have like the regular facing flips like with border and stilt, I'm just how long until we see 1 through 5, right?
It'll happen.
Yeah, maybe a 5-5 border.
5x5 border flip, dude. Even 3x3 would just be mental.
Well, Danny's obviously pretty honed at 1, 2, 3. If he did 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the other thing is like you could do tricks that you like beat your head against for like such a long time. But sometimes it's a built-in trick like this, and it gets you really, really good and really, really honed at the first part or like the first sections of that trick.
Mm-hmm.
So there is merit in doing a trick like this, and even if you don't hit it, like if he just didn't hit the 1, 2, 3, 4, but he got really, really honed at 1, 2, 3, like that's huge for your game.
Oh yeah, that's such a crazy thing to like have in your back pocket too.
Yeah.
Like even like 1,
I
2
mean,
border flip in a game of Ken is like I'll take the letter, dude.
no, 100%. I mean, obviously, especially when it comes to like a really hard balance trick like this, I imagine people are using like a specific setup with like a really flat spike. Because like, why wouldn't you make it like a little bit easier on yourself? You're already trying probably like one of the most impossible tricks that are out there. But wow, yeah, that's a contender. That one's up there for me.
Honestly, I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think
Definitely.
that takes away from anything. Like I'm sure that Jesus was using
No,
like
I
a
don't think it takes
crazy,
away.
like I mean, like there's different kendamas for different kinds of play, and
No, part of the skill is knowing what kendama and what setup to use.
All
What do we
right,
got
next
next?
up, Shredwin. I don't know if I can say that anymore. No hole.
Not even one.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, swing, cinco, choke. No hole. Was there a swing in there?
There was. I screen recorded it and slowed it down.
So
Yeah.
this isn't valid in your
I
opinion?
can't say anything because like
I think if you're doing 5 goon, you kind of get a little bit of a pass.
yeah.
Is there any way to do it
especially
proper?
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I kind of want to go back and screen record Elliot's and see where
I
his
feel like you could do it
is.
cleaner with a shorter string. Like as a non-gooner, I really have no idea, but I feel like you could do it cleaner with a shorter string. You get more power on it,
Yeah,
but
that
maybe
might be
less
true.
time.
This is one of those like unbelievable tricks. I think Zacky's was kind of like this last year when he did the 1, 2, 3, 4 inward goon, and where I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was some part of it that was like a little bit sketch. And it does kind of take
It was
away
going
from
into the 4.
it does kind of take away from the trick a little bit. That being said, like it's still so hard. And then he throws this add-on, which is just absurd.
I think it's 5, right?
I believe so, the add-on.
Oh, it totally is.
There's a part for me, and this might be a bad opinion, but like since we saw 1 through 5 from Elliot, like my opinion of this trick is like a little bit watered down. Like no matter what stall it was from, like we've seen it before. Like I guess it is arguably harder from no hole wing, but I mean we were talking about like the straight to spike argument earlier,
100%. Straight to spike, I think, is more difficult than juggling out. Now, if he had done a stall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goon straight to a stall, completely different ball
like
game.
bird to bird would be insane.
Like bird to bird would be absolutely ridiculous.
I just don't know how hard no hole wing is for some of these guys nowadays. You know, like they make it Casey and Edwin and a small handful of others make it seem really easy. Like Casey says that no hole is easier than regular
Yeah, because there's
wing
no
when it comes
Tama
to like
control. Like it's just
Yeah,
like
so
like juggling.
it's easier to get
So
to. It's harder to hold because obviously, if you have a wing on,
yeah, but
if
they
you get
hold it. They
the
can
wing is
hold it.
just gonna
So it's like
sit on
no.
there itself. But you have to actively you're engaging in active balance when you know holding. And yes, it might be easy for them, but I still think it's like in a vacuum, like very technically difficult. Much like
Oh
how,
yeah.
like you could make the argument like, oh, like Danny Wade did 1, 2, 3, 4 border balance, but he's really good at 1, 2, 3 border balance. So like, is it that impressive? And it's like, yes, it is.
good point. He even said too,
All right,
like
we're at six
doesn't he
minutes.
say in that clip too? He's like, "Is this valid?" Or like, "Are we taking that?"
Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
think
he's
so.
Edwin is his level of ball knowledge when it comes to Kadama is up there with anybody. So he knows what happened.
Sure.
I
Um,
feel like he was probably in the boat where he landed 1.5 million kendama tricks this year and had to like just
yeah. How can you pick?
like how can you pick one?
Yeah,
And because I remember him posting, he did like it was like pull up, stun, pull, 5 flips, 10 tap, and then jug, 5 stun fast, and he posted and was like, "Is this my toady?" So he was
yeah.
probably going through a lot of options.
He has a, which is a good spot to be in if you
It's
have
a
money.
great spot to
He's
be
like
in.
Sesher of
Yeah.
the
Real
year.
energy.
You know, like nobody plays more than him.
No, yeah,
He's full time on this shit, bro. It's
Mm-hmm.
a
crazy.
100%. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I was talking about the Burley nominations with people earlier, and Elliot Edwin's just at the front of my mind for Player of the Year. Now that I think about it,
It's a very good
just
pick.
hitting me.
Just
But
like
I don't know if
yeah,
he won, or we can get to that later. But I don't know if he won any comps this year or last year. So
Mm-hmm.
he's also
Well,
like playing
not
alongside the
okay.
Japanese, so it's like third
Right.
place is
Yeah. I
first,
mean,
right? You know, ever since like they've
but
started like
for
playing, like you know,
if we're going Sesher of the Year, nobody seshes more and nobody seshes harder than Edwin.
that's damn right, honestly.
Yeah,
All right,
that
let's hit
kid
this one
fast.
more, and then we have to cut in 4 minutes. All right.
Understood.
Next up, we have what's this girl's name? Maggie? Mag.
McDonough.
Oh shit! I just got all out of it. I don't know how to get back. Magnama. Order on the hand. Drop the Tom and knee bounce, and then this ender. I think it's kind of random. It's not what the trick is based on, but the
Hmm.
border on the hand is really sick, actually.
Order on the hand and like completely novel idea in the little drop there.
Yeah, I actually seen Jamin do something like that. He
Oh, I think you're
posted
right.
he posted something like that. I think it was a hand lighthouse actually, and he kicked the Tama.
Ah, well, yeah, really novel idea. I think it just, as cool as it is, doesn't necessarily hold up to the rest of our TOTY entries here.
I
I
think so.
agree.
Yeah,
But
which
it has some wow factor, which is I think why it got nominated
absolutely,
because
yeah,
it's just it's like random as hell, which is what makes it awesome. So
yeah. I would like it more with a different ender as well.
What just in?
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, in or swap or just
I
like
think this is probably like her C's. I can't. I'm not going to assume genders here. I think this is their classic ender, and they just rip it. You know.
oh. Well, I mean, I love somebody standing on business of just like the types of tricks they do.
Yeah, like this is what
Much
I
like
do, bro.
yeah,
You know what
much
to
like
deal with it.
Trevor earlier doing another Broadway trick from last year. It's like that. It's really cool to see somebody really believe in an idea and be like, I can take this idea to the top, and I can
Mhm.
do another really hard and trick with this ender next year, and maybe few years down the line, like we'll be looking at this and we'll be like, wow, they're getting really good at this ender, and it's like has its whole own type of trick genre and stuff like that.
We didn't see an entry from. I think it's Luna, the Sonic pineapple. You guys know who I'm talking about?
Oh
Absolutely.
There's
yeah.
something about this trick, like it's unspoken, but it like feels in the same vein. Like I remember they were doing like very honestly the
The
tricks are
hand
spacing me.
balance thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah. But
Yeah.
just like
Did
super
that get
cheeky,
nominated one
like
year?
say again.
I think it
Did that get
definitely got
nominated for
nominated.
TOTY one year?
Yeah,
I think it did.
definitely.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
I
it
Yeah.
saw
like
them in
almost
the
won.
like once or
I don't even
twice.
remember what the trick
Those
was.
tricks are so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think they
I
did.
think
Didn't
it
they do
was
the
like
pinch through it one
a
year?
late Ken. It was
I'm
like
thinking
some
Oh
of the
sort
yeah,
of
to
one.
the
like
palm, like the cam.
into.
Yeah, they were
Yeah. Didn't they
so
pinch through it
cool.
one year? Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
Definitely could have.
They got nominated. I don't think they ever won though.
I don't. They didn't win, but
That
I
trick is
swear
sick
they. I swear
though.
they did the pinch one year.
I think you could be right. I feel like like just those tricks are like the ones where it's like maybe it's not gonna win TOTY, but like seeing that just in the melting pot of like nominations is like you always just love to see it. I feel like that's what this one represents.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
there's probably
Absolutely.
better numeric tricks than this in like the
I think you're
difficulty ones.
absolutely right, though, that this is spiritually quite similar to one of
Yeah,
those, like dropped upon balance tricks.
still totally fresh. I remember seeing this
Very
on my
not.
feed for the first time, like before it was even in like TOTY question, and I was like, yeah. And to be honest, I think the next time I watched it, I'm like, I don't think it's as hard as it seems, but it does have that like if you didn't know what kendama was, like this is probably winning for you.
Yeah, super novel idea, which is always cool to see.
All right, we got to pause again.
Yeah,
For the
we'll
viewers, you're
Okay.
gonna have no idea that this happened. We're gonna be right back. All right.
yeah, we'll be right
Don't
back.
let him behind the
Just a
curtains.
couple more. We'll see ya. Yeah, I gotcha.
You're doing like
I
the
used to
sixth
sesh.
thing.
Whoa.
I used to sesh with that club at my college when I was in college. Like there were a couple people who also played kendama who were like super into that, and like there are people who are unbelievably good at Diablo,
I'm
much like
sure.
there is.
Also, we're back. We're freaking rolling.
We're back.
All
I think
right,
do we only have
we got
three more,
three
Dylan?
more tricks left. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
request me. We'll let you share.
Should
Oh
we cut
yeah.
another ad? Does anybody have another ad to read?
This ad is brought to you by the A word. It is not asshole. It's nothing poor. It's only good things. Just there for all those who are awesome. For just
Whoa! Don't say it.
for just 25 cents a day, you can keep Colorado, Mass, and all the kendama communities in your place. The A word. Thank
I've
you,
been throwing the 8 word around all day on
dude.
this
It's
pod.
honestly, I feel like I gotta like click the amount of A words used at battle because I think between your community and ours, like it's a beautiful toxicity. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
AJ, get one of the clickers and just hold it in your pocket, and you can like click it one time.
I mean, that's just one man's perception of the A word. I'm sure it's going to be many more, but why not, right? Anyway,
All right, let's get back into this,
is this Jack?
dude. This trick took me a handful of watches to fully understand what's going on.
I don't remember
But
Yeah.
it's like
this.
it's a 1, 2, 3 on the Ken hinge, correct? And
Yes.
then a Ken cloud in between each 1, 2, 3.
I feel like
1, 2, 3.
As a
1, 2,
cloud
3.
bouncer, I love this.
Yeah. Yeah. As a Ken Cloud,
No, I'm not
I
really a
love it.
Ken cloud bouncer.
I love Ken Clouds. I do more Ken Clouds than I do regular clouds.
I need to
And
get better at them.
this is a beautiful example because with so many Ken Cloud tricks, it's like you gotta catch Ken grip. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do like Ken Cloud
that's what I'm
jump,
going to
Yeah.
say. Are we losing
Ken
points
Cloud.
because it's Sara grip? Like on
No,
the
no,
spike?
no.
Well, all of the Ken
you're
clouds go
actually
to Sara.
no, you're actually gaining points because it's all intentional Sara grip. Maybe you lose a little bit because the last one's supposed to be a down spike. I don't know. I would have to ask Jack. But
Oh, I didn't
the
notice that. All the clouds are
they're
from Sara.
all from and to Sara grip
Okay,
intentionally.
I get it.
Yeah, I left a comment on when he originally posted this, which I think was right. I think he posted it like right before the end of the year for TOTY. I don't know when he filmed it. But like the use of the intentional Ken Cloud to Sara grip the whole time is so beautiful because like a lot of times like if you're trying to do a Ken Cloud and you just catch Sara grip, it's like come on, like reset. But
Yeah.
if you can justify its use from Sara grip by doing it on all 3 parts of the trick, and you are then immediately throwing into the late goon, like you're not juggling after the chem clouds every time. Like to justify the use of a intentional saw grip like that is so poetically beautiful. Like,
I agree. You
this
said
one
it
gets me.
best.
I
Yeah.
didn't even notice that previously. That was what I was gonna ask you. Is like, do we lose points on the spike because it's not Ken grip? I feel like any like goon trick straight to spike in a perfect world should go from Ken grip, but I mean with the composition like this, I guess it makes sense. It almost does seem
No,
like it wasn't intentional. What do you think?
I think all of the Sara grips are intentional. The only thing that might be unintentional is that he wanted like a true down spike at the end, as
Mm,
opposed to like like catching in Sara spike.
okay.
Getting decent Tama control off of a Ken Cloud though is I've never found the tech for it in the small time that I've messed with Ken Clouds, which I think is part of the reason why I thought it was so hard. It's just because the Tama would just go nuts every time.
Yeah, it's
And
really
like
difficult because there's
you
there's tech
want to
to
go straight to
controlling
spike, but so many times it's just flipping nuts.
there's tech to controlling the bevel when you're doing a regular cloud bounce.
Yes.
Like, do you spin Tama
Yes.
when you do a cloud bounce?
Mm,
I've never heard of that in my
maybe.
life. What do you mean? Like
Really?
from airplane, it's
I
like
throw
you
it like
throw it and
this.
then
When people I've heard and I've put it into practice a little bit. I don't know enough cloud bounces to like really have the tech down. But if you spin your kendama or your tama when you're throwing the cloud, when it twangs, it'll go up like this, it'll twang and it'll pull down like this.
Oh yeah.
So you go from just like shooting your tama up and then like hoping you get it in the right spot or like having to adjust to knowing where the bevel is going to be when you catch it every time.
I don't think I spin. I kind of just toss it, but I'm it's sideways like that, so it
Mm-hmm.
probably comes off with a tiny bit of spin. I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's
Probably
completely different
similar
with the
idea.
Ken Cloud. Is the thing? It's completely different.
Exactly. So with a Ken Cloud, it's way harder because you're not even touching the taba when you're doing the cloud bounce, so you don't have as much control.
Yeah, yeah. So this trick is crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
I think the only thing this clip struggles with is the audience's ability to understand.
mm,
Yeah, that's what I was saying when I first watched
Like
it. Is it
it's not a very digestible trick.
took me like 2 or 3 watches to understand what was going
You have to have a
on.
good idea of loops, regoons, and Ken clouds, and that's a crazy Venn diagram that like me and like a handful of other people really sit
dude,
on
you
and mess
literally are the target audience. Like this, like I said. I mean, like
a hundred
I'm
percent.
not even like I get what a goon circle is. I've done late pinches and whatnot, but this went over my head still. So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that it ages like fine wine for you people
I
with a
think
Venn
that's this
diagram
dude's whole
overlaps.
style. This dude's
Yeah,
whole style is hard to comprehend. Like
yeah,
for
absolutely.
90% of kendama players, probably more than that.
Huge pickup
Mm-hmm.
from
You just
Sweets.
watch it and it's impressive because you have no idea what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. And I hear this a lot about my play style as well. Is it's not super digestible.
I mean, I think it's cool though that if you are able to digest it, and this guy Jack is able to digest it, like just thinking about what's going on in the brain to like
Mm.
see those things moving and have control. I don't know. It's crazy.
I think
No,
he's
yeah,
as
absolutely.
Also think about it from the perspective of somebody who has no idea what kendama is. Like if I showed this to like my mom or something,
it's
like
still
she
so
watches my
flashy.
I do like a whirlwind and she's like, oh,
Right.
and I show her this and she's like, what the
Yeah. No, yeah, there's a lot going on. And people who haven't played Kendama are usually rather impressed with like string flow and using the string and that kind of play style in general. It's kind of like a cheat code for like me showing people Kendama. You just do like some basic stock string flow and like
They're
immediate
just
wow.
loud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the wow factor on this trick is pretty high.
And
Little
the
long.
difficulty too though. Like I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
And the creativity, it kind of has it all.
Yeah. Getting the it's a 1 2 3 to getting a clean late goon toss. That's the hardest part about this is the clean late goon after each of the clouds.
because your string is just screwed
Yeah,
after
it's
each. Yeah.
nuts. Yeah, like what, bro?
Yeah, not getting tangled up at all. And like you were saying with Edwin's trick earlier, where he might have benefited from a shorter string, it seems like he does use a reasonably short
Yeah, this
string.
doesn't look like a crazy long string.
No, yeah. This trick would actually look worse with a long string.
Yeah, it's just like longer and
Yeah,
I'm
the Regoon rotation would just be a lot slower because it's got more
yeah.
length to justify going around. But yeah,
Jeez.
love Jack. Great trick. Classic Jack style.
Yeah, that shit's
I feel
awesome.
like he's been
I
in the
might try
running pretty much every year, or at least that like I've been aware of TOTY. Like I've always seen one of these style tricks in the
Yeah,
running.
Yeah, absolutely. And much like the Magdama trick, like this is somebody playing to their style,
totally.
Mm-hmm.
which is really cool to see.
Great trick. This conversation just earned my third vote, and I'm not voting for anything else.
Yeah, I feel like the more we talked about it, the more we saw the good in it.
I also feel like after every trick, I'm like, yep, that's a contender. Like,
No,
Wait,
I
wait,
wonder
wait.
why.
I think I've said it every time.
I
I mean, yeah,
love
these
this
tricks
next
are
trick.
nuts. Yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, this one is so good.
I'm not familiar with this guy either. I think he's Euro.
I
He's a
became
European player,
familiar
I'm pretty sure.
based on this trick.
Yeah, me too.
So what? It's
Cush tap.
like a Velcro
Yeah, like one of like the
to
like
a fast hand ring stall.
Dylan. I'm not sure if you have the audio over there, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear two taps. Like it's like cush and then
Oh,
full tap back.
okay. So is it two taps or is it a Velcro? Is it like Cush tap or is it
There's
Cush
hella music over it, so you
Velcro?
can't actually hear the taps. But it looks like Velcro to me. Maybe it's kind of just like not the cleanest Velcro ever.
Yeah, it might be a
I don't know.
Velcro.
I don't think it's a Velcro because
I
look
don't
at
think it's
how.
Velcro actually.
It looks like
No,
it
I think it's like
Velcro
stops.
all the way around.
I think it's like Cush and then tap forward and then going to the fast
What
hand.
does the Tama do? Like, is he holding it like with the bevel up, like how you would for a tap? Because it seems almost just like a huck and pray.
I
I
Like,
think he's
really
holding
can't.
it with the bevel set up to the fast hand.
it's
Yeah.
magic. That's what I love about this one. It's like you can keep on rewatching it on slow mo and like maybe it'll make sense, but it just it's crazy.
Now, I believe there was a debate in the comments about if it was a true fast hand, if you don't mind scrolling down.
Mm. Was it on the Chrome page or on his page?
I believe it was on this.
Okay. Definitely
Hmm.
not proper
Definitely
fast
not a
hands.
proper
Timmy, come
Oh
on.
yeah.
24
You
replies.
see view replies 24
Okay,
and it's just
Matt's
like get
Holy
your popcorn.
shit.
okay. We got to see
I
all of
mean,
them.
RKT is saying the Tama did a full 180.
Interesting.
I'm kind of with Matt on this one.
But it's probably not. Yeah, I'm also probably with Matt here.
Wait,
What,
Dylan,
Matt saying
Dylan, can we
his
read the
claim?
whole chain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get really in the weeds here.
Ooh,
Thank you, Trevor.
fart. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
Fast hand ring. All right.
Yeah, so some people are saying Velcro.
People are saying Velcro. I think it's decidedly not a Velcro.
Even
In
Velcro
my
swap ring or push tap
Regardless,
swap is crazy.
I mean, just like the nature of the trick, like, do I have Konami here? If you're doing a Velcro, like, you gotta push it all the way around. And then it's like, if you're pushing it all the way around, then you have to get back over it like that. But, I mean, the hard part of
Yeah,
the trick is the fast ring, right? The hard part
totally.
isn't doing the Velcro.
That's why I think
The
all this
Velcro
debate
moves
doesn't
the
really
counter
matter to a
damage.
certain point because it's all about fast hand or ring stall, bro. Come on. But is it a fast hand? I don't know. We are in the weeds now.
I mean, honestly,
We
like
are definitely in the
even
weeds.
looking at something like this, like I almost don't care if it's a proper fast hand or if the
Yeah,
Tama is
like
a
that's
half
what I'm
rotation.
thinking.
Like
No,
the way that it
I
moves
don't
is
care
just
if it's a
so
Velcro,
cool.
and I don't care if it's a perfect fast hand. It's a like mind breaking trick, regardless.
This one beats a lot for me, quite honestly, because you're like, oh, he's gonna like swing into a tap. I remember the first time I saw this, and I was watching it for at least a minute, just because it has that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what the fuck factor, you know.
absolutely.
I feel like this one will still
This
age
gives
and
me
like
the vibe that he like landed this in like a minute though, you
did
know?
he?
I just like I just get the feeling that this wasn't like a crazy long grind and it just like happened to stick really fast.
I mean,
I
even
don't know
Hmm.
why.
still,
I'd be
like,
curious to know.
Like
I'd
based off
also
his
be
reaction,
curious.
he was just like, "Yo, what the?"
I'm curious what they intended.
as far
Like,
Brent, you mean fast hand or like you mean placement of the Tomo when they swung up? Like the way
I
that they
mean, they
did it was
could
the
have been trying
intentional
to go to
way.
handle stall for all we know.
True.
no, I mean, I think he was clearly going for ring at least. I'm very curious.
It's so
That's a
prime.
very interesting trick.
A great like breakout too. I'm not sure how long he's been playing, but to like put a trick like this and just show up on the TOTY list is awesome.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
we
it's
go to his
fire.
account and see his post of this trick?
Yeah.
I want to see if he said wrote anything about it. Today's
Fast
So this
hand
test:
is
ring.
fast hand
dream tricks
dream
all
tricks.
along. Okay.
So we called it a
Why are
fast hand
you able
ring.
to do this? He did.
It's got the Ben Harold
Yeah.
and the Isaac approval. Who else
Yeah.
is? Wait, scroll down the comments. Like who else is preaching?
Bonds,
Bonds is good with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Skagline likes it.
Skags, Casey Henson, Fish,
Fish.
Rob, Jones. I mean,
I
pretty
think
good
it's valid.
comments.
Like we said, we don't
No, no,
fucking
I know.
care.
I was just here looking for clues to see if like what he was intending, because like that's just like I wanted to know, I guess, like if that was exactly the trick he was going for, and he calls it a dream trick. So I'd like to think that that was this that
Yeah,
each part was fully intentional.
I think it's got.
Whether you want to debate the validity of the fast hand or the Velcro, I think regardless, like that seems like such a ridiculous trick.
I
Either
agree.
way, whether you're dropping it on, whether you're fasting it, whether you're velcroing it, or whether you're just tapping it around, like everything happens so fast and so succinctly. Like there's so much that needs to go right in that. Like there's so much density in that 1 or 2 seconds.
Dylan, for my reference, can you just scroll back? Just scroll down. We don't have to watch all of them, but I just want to see. To be honest, I think that trick that we just watched, I think is in my top 3 for the tricks of the year. Not that we have to rank
Whoa.
them. It just has the wow. Okay. Let's watch the 100 tap and then maybe we give our top 3.
That's the problem here is that there's really no competition.
Is that
We had
true?
to save it for the end.
And
Yes,
is the numbers battle gonna die this year after it wins? You know?
bro, it's what 100 taps.
Let's give it a watch. I think we need
Yeah,
some
yeah,
fresh.
Can you guys hear the audio?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like 100 taps to me. It goes on for so long. It also changes height so much. Like,
I mean, bro, if that's not trick of the year, like, what are we actually talking about?
yeah, I mean that's the most numbers trick. That's the most like that's the number that like you people joked about for years. Like
That was
I'm
like
gonna
the
do
meme
100
trick.
taps. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, like, I really hate to like be the downer here, but there's no competition.
Are you ready to hear the case against the 100 tap?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
bring it
We
on.
need it.
Bring it on.
I think like because okay, let me preface it with if I'm betting money on who's going to win Toady, if there's a poly market on this, if I have to put money down, I'm telling you 10 times. I'm betting the house on 100 tap.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to vote for it.
Because he did it.
Everybody's kind of already like even for the Toady account was posting like, should we do second and third place this year? And it's like
I
you
didn't
kind of
see
have to
that,
because
but yeah.
you kind of have to because I think a 100 tap's going to win.
I didn't see they posted that. That's actually funny.
If I may argue the case against 100 tap.
Let's hear it.
What was his record before? 80 something, 83, 87,
I think it
something like
was
that.
72.
It was 72. I believe I
That's
thought he
what
was
I
in the
thought.
80s. I thought he had one in the 80s. I might be wrong.
I might
I
be
will say,
wrong.
however, he's done over 100 tap on an oversized Dama. It's slightly easier for whatever reason. There's a
I
clip
think
of
that's a
him.
whole different ballgame, really.
Yeah, it's a completely different ballgame. Also, Tiblex did 50 tap. I forget which year. I think it was 2023, 2024. No, it wasn't last year. So it would have had to be 2023 or 2022. Tiblitz did 50 tap, and I believe the jump from the highest number of taps then was like in the high 20s, maybe it was 30, and he went from 30 to 50. That's a jump of 20 taps. I was under the impression that Takuya had done 70 or done 80 something tap. Maybe it was 73. In which case the jump is just below that of
There's no way it was
30 to
73.
50 tap.
He would
I thought
not
it
do
was
that.
80 something.
I
Am I
hope it's an
wrong?
odd number. Like I would just that would.
It was. I'm 99%. I'm almost 100% sure it was an odd. It was just like a random number. It
That
wasn't
makes
like a good
that warms
clean
my
round.
heart.
Yeah, because I mean
Brent, do you
that's
want to
just
hear
him.
my idea?
That's just him tapping away. And Tiblix had done 50 tap, and that was a jump of 20 plus taps. I don't know exactly what the record was at the time, but we see that jump. And we've seen a jump of roughly on the same caliber of going from like 80 something to 100 before. 50 is also like a nice round number that people would joke about. Like, and it didn't
Well,
win.
like it started with 10, Like people used to joke about 10 tap.
Yeah.
So
No,
100
totally.
has been like on the ladder that people have been climbing for like 10 years, bro. Like people
Yeah,
have
I
been
mean,
doing this for a long time.
do you think 50 tap should have won the year that whichever year it got nominated? I don't know if it was
If it was
2022
against
before.
Rodstrick, then no.
Yeah, I think that might have been the year with Rod.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
I
too. That the numbers game
yeah,
didn't
That's
beat
really
creativity.
crazy.
yeah.
But when it comes down to just a like submission, anything can happen.
No, 100%. And I think we saw that in the past years.
Brent, do you want to hear my idea I have for nomics?
Please.
I think I've talked about
Wait,
this. I've
nomics or
mentioned it on
TOTY?
the podcast for nomics. This
Okay.
is slightly different, but in the same realm. I think I talked about it on the podcast once before, but I
Okay.
want Brent's I want his take on this.
Yeah.
So a nomics list, it's 100 tricks. And the first trick is one tap. The second trick is two tap. The
Oh,
third trick is three tap. The 77th trick is 77 tap.
yeah, I get it. What's the
Is that
100th
fun
trick,
idea
Dylan?
or what?
What's the 100th trick?
It's gonna be 100 tap, and Takia
Yeah.
has
It's big come
1
fast
point.
hand, by the way.
Dude,
Yeah.
he hasn't done 99 tap though.
Yeah. There's
A
plenty
whole
of
nother grind.
Having a
there's
whole
plenty of
sesh,
uncharted waters.
hitting the 90
That's a
taps.
point. That's a point waiting to be taken. I just think it's a fun idea because, like, why not?
That's a great idea. No, that's hilarious. Especially if this wins TOTY, that'd be like a really good like of the moment thing for nomics to do.
Yeah,
That'd be
maybe
really
I'll talk to Isaac about it.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. You should definitely tell Isaac about
It'd be
that.
pretty silly to see people go up and like tap numbers too. Be like, oh, I just got 13 tap. Just put down 17.
Yeah.
Just did
Yeah.
25
Or
tap.
like 54 tap.
I've been grinding 8 tap on and off for a while now, and I've done 7, and it's just kind of like, ugh. 7 might be the worst number of taps.
You've never done 17 tap.
I hit
Clearly.
5.
Well,
everything
everything over 8 is like, if you're doing that, you're like unbelievably good at taps. So it's like, if you did 17 tap, it'd be like, well, you're obviously really, really good at taps. But doing 7 tap feels like brutal. I don't like it.
Well,
It's just like the lowest number that's like still like just like out of place as like not a round number.
So what's gonna happen when you get to 9 tap?
Well, it will still feel out of place as like not a round number, but it's higher than 7. It's also not a prime number. 7's a prime number. So 9 you can at least like justify a little bit if you did like a 3-3-3 into a 9 tap or something like that.
Yeah.
Getting the human condition involved. Smoking on the subconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So you're talking about how difficult 8 tap is. How difficult 8 tap is. You multiply that by more than 10. Imagine doing.
I get it.
Oh my god, it's just crazy, bro. It just blows my mind.
I get it, but we already knew he could tap forever. We already knew he could tap like basically for as long as he could keep that motion going until his arm gets tired. he just ended on like a nice, satisfying round number that our brains like.
I hope he never like does another record breaker. Just like leave it at that.
Do you hope he
Yeah,
doesn't,
Unless you're
or
gonna do
other people
101.
don't too? Like, do you think that this is the benchmark for like the new generation
I
to
don't
like
know
come
if
along and
anybody
take
else
over?
can.
Not
I don't
yet.
know if any. Yeah,
You don't think if Tiblix was on his grind, he could do it?
If he did 50, he
he
has the
probably
motion.
could.
If he did
But I
50
don't
and it can
know.
float, you can do 100.
And
You just
Ryoga
have
did
to want.
30, right?
T-Blex tapped out though, so like I don't think him or Ryoga or any of those people are seeing this and being like, yeah, now I'm gonna get back to grinding 100. They're just like,
No,
bro.
I don't think they're seeing it and being like, well, I want to go to 100 now, but I think they would like in the right mind space that they could if they really wanted it, and
I
they
think
don't
they're
want
probably good
it. Yeah,
with like
I mean,
years and years of practice.
no, 100%.
I forgot how long this clip is. Like even watching it
It's
back
such
is
a
just
long
like
clip.
inhumane. It's also
Well,
interesting with like and within Kendama, like Takuya is like the best, right? As far as like taps go. But even still, like his body like wavers to and from to like find the equilibrium with the Ken.
mm-hmm.
It's just a fascinating trick.
Just boop, 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 boop. It's
Mm-hmm.
also
Now,
difficult to count.
I
Like
will
I
say
can't even.
I'd be more in favor of a creative novel trick winning over 100 tap. However, I don't think there's any that this year that rise to that level. At least not that maintain all the other like subgenre categories that like define what is a toady trick. So I think that
Yeah,
this will and probably should win.
I can always appreciate a creative trick. Like don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
100%.
but like when people are doing things that has been thought of but just joked about and like not taken seriously and somebody actually does it, it's like
He also
everyone
hyped it up
knows
really well. I know Elliot does this
the
every year, and one
rollout.
of his toady entries is like put a lot of hype and like get a lot of eyes on their trick.
Oh yeah.
He dropped a teaser for this, and he dropped a teaser with like a really high level of ball knowledge to post it to location by Playboy Cardi. So like props to Takuya because this is truly unbelievable.
This is my trick of the
And
year.
it was kind of like his like goodbye to Kendama to an extent. Like
Yeah, for
kind of
real.
like this is my last serious post. Like I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna leave you with this gift of 100 tap.
We talked about that. I'm not sure if you heard his he made a statement at KWC. I'm gonna paraphrase, but essentially he said
Mm-hmm.
like the game is changing. Maybe it's time to like pass on the crown.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. As somebody who just like enjoys Kendama, I don't know how you could be like. I mean, I hope he still plays and like finds enjoyment. Sure, you don't have to like push the game totally forward, but it's also funny saying that when you're doing 100 tap, right? Like, I hope
Yeah.
he still like plays for fun. You know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
he's just done competing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I
That's
don't
what I
know.
took from it because he's still with Ozora and everything, and like
And
they're just
ISR,
gonna do
right?
more spread.
He's also like an
Yeah, he's
18
still
year
with
old,
Ozora.
19-year-old kid, however old he is. Like, things are
Exactly.
always he's at like a formative year in his life. Like
Yeah.
things are always like it's very possible things could change going forward and he might just like he could come back and win cup next year. Like he's capable of it. He's got that skill. He's got that like robotic level of
Mm-hmm.
like Ken and Tama control. And maybe we do see it, maybe we don't. But like, thank you for doing 100 tap because this is
Yeah,
awesome.
totally.
Yeah,
Just yeah.
he deserves $1,000. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Give him his band.
All right,
All right. Well,
can we roll back to it?
that's our 25 nominees. Do you
I'm
want to
just,
watch them all one more time?
not even watch them all. Like I know what the tricks are. I just want to see who it is and what we're doing.
Yeah, can everybody give a top three?
I'll throw my top three. I think I know.
Do you know? Go for it if you do.
Yeah. It's just the three posts that I liked. So Takia, 100 tap, Jack Gilligoon, and then actually I don't remember. Was it Shunya?
Yeah.
3-3 behind the back.
There's one more post that I liked. Might be Madi. All right, well maybe I'm not ready.
I almost want to rank mine like 2 through 4, like just assuming.
Yeah. Or like tier list, maybe.
For me, like the tricks that like really like speak to me are Monty's trick. I know that we watched it first, but it's just fucked. Like, what are you doing with that thing? Crazy concept. Nobody's ever gonna do it again. Like, I love that one. I think it's that one, the fast hand ring stall trick, and
Mm-hmm.
then something about the 1 through 4 border just does it for me.
Yeah,
Like, it really is just like it totally has that wow factor, and I
no, super valid.
it's like a chapter in kendama, you know, feels like we're getting close to the end of the novel when really we're just starting, but I can't wait to see that broken, you know.
That
Or
was a
Mm.
hell,
ball
even if it's
agent.
like jug to bird, or if somebody has more confidence doing that trick, just a different kind of add-on. uh yeah, I think that's what it is for me. Like my 2 through 4, we saw 100 tap, so you know what can trump that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If I
Brent,
had
what
to
do you
give
think?
my 2 through 4 like that, I would probably say. Can you scroll down a bit?
Oh.
Oh, this is so hard. I kind of have Madi, Shunya, Trevor, Danny, and Jack all in like the same tier.
Yeah, I agree with
Um,
that.
yeah, that would probably be like my second tier of tricks under 100 tap.
Mm-hmm. Valid.
Think in the same boat. I really like all these nominees. There's like a good span of, the number tricks, creativity tricks, just like never heard of, never seen before tricks.
Yeah, really good
Really
variety
behind the
between them all.
back. So yeah, I think it's a great year. I'm excited to see them announce Takia as the winner.
Yeah, if I was betting money on it, I'm betting the house on Takuya.
Okay,
You,
listen.
you gotta.
My question is so like we're decided what happens this year, right? We hit a benchmark. What happens in the future years? Like, are we still looking at like where do tap tricks still land? Obviously, like numbers still play into it. Like a 1, 2, 3, depending on the difficulty, could always be there. But I feel like a variation of like the Isaac trick, like the 4 4 taps with like the bigs rotating in between, like that just
Mm-hmm.
can't win anymore, right? I mean, that's how I feel at least. Like I'm gonna be jaded from this. Like we're tap tricks are out of the equation, and I almost hope
Yeah.
so for the point that like we're gonna look at like the tricks like Brent that you did, that Johnny did, where it's like hopefully that Jamin does, where it's like just these like creative hitters, right? Like that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be a trick of the year rather than a tap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's like when people talk about like trickflation, like the tricks just keep getting harder, and that happens with TOTY as well. Like the tricks just keep getting better and better and better, um, and that does shape the landscape of what you're going to see for all the entries for 2026. And it's hard to say. I guess we won't really know until we have a full another year of Kendama under our
Yeah,
belt.
I'm curious what it's gonna look like after it because I feel like this year will be like a staple in it. Like we done did
Mm-hmm.
taps, so like does
There could be
101
a
tap
whole
win?
new meta.
Yeah,
There could be a whole new meta that changes this year, and like I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see.
All
games
right. Any
moving
other
forward
final
though.
thoughts on Cody, fellas?
Just games moving forward. It's so cool to see. I mean, Brent, I think
Mm-hmm.
you and I started at a similar time, like playing Kendama, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be 6 years in June, but I
Yeah,
mean, like TOTY was kind of oblivious to me for the first couple years, and just like
same. Yeah.
just seeing what it is now, like it's so cool. Like yeah, your trick can be 30 seconds, or it can be two of them, and like can hold equal weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started in 2019 and didn't really pick it up until COVID was hitting in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I went a couple of years without knowing about TOTY. It wasn't until I met Will and he was talking about his TOTY entry that I really like took in what it was. I think I had maybe seen Rod's trick um, the year he won, but yeah, no, now I'm fully invested in it, and it's like one of my favorite things to think about and debate.
Dylan,
It's fun, honestly.
before you give your final thoughts, Brent, I'm curious. Do you feel like you should have seen your trick up here? I mean, to be honest, like with all I saw, I was a little bit surprised. I thought yours held weight to like be in this.
Yeah,
Do you
so
feel
I did.
you a little sad about it or what?
I mean, obviously, like you post your trick hoping that it gets at least nominated. So I would have liked to see it. However, when I saw Johnny's trick, I was like, that's a better representation from like my genre or like groups of trick concepts, and I would have liked to see at least one of us make it, and or at least Jamin's the year that he did that pinch double twang trick. Um, so I think we just got to keep moving forward and doing harder and harder tricks to the point that our concepts are undeniable and are worthy of a spot in TOTY. And like I was saying about Trevor's tricks, like doing the Broadways, like both these past years. Um, I believe in I think I believe in like these like weird pinchy twang concepts enough that like I'm gonna keep nominating them, and hopefully one year we get one. One year we'll
Cool.
get one in.
Dylan, final thoughts?
I think they'll be a great. Final thoughts. I don't know. I'm just excited for battle. This just makes me more excited for battle.
Yeah. Oh hey, I
What's up?
how would we feel about doubles tricks entered in TOTY? Like I don't know exactly what the criteria is,
To be
but
honest, when it comes to TOTY,
That's really tough.
the thing that I think about is like I almost want there to be like a numeric trick and a creative trick. And then like doubles can be
Yeah.
thrown in there too, but like that's the thing that like in my distinction, that's what I think about because you and Johnny did creative tricks. Mike did too. Like the fast hand ring stall, like I want to weigh those against each other because even like the fast hand ring stall against like a goon trick, you know, there's its own push and pull. But like
for sure.
I feel like the numbers are so obvious, you know, like the
Yeah.
border trick versus like 100 tap, like there's a clear winner. And I mean the whole
I
point of
don't
like
know if
trick of
there's
the
a clear
year is that
winner
there's
because
like
they
one.
like you're just like yeah they're closer to each other in the way that like one of those like weird twang creative tricks isn't, where one of those like weird auto spikes tricks isn't, but like it's all about, and I've heard I'm borrowing a line from Finn Pounds when he thinks about judging, but it's like you have apples and you have oranges. Obviously you can't compare an apple to an orange, but how apple like is that apple compared to how orange like that orange is? And it's like that's a good way to think about it.
Is that his judging resume right there? He told that to Matt Sweets, and Matt was like, "Yeah, you're gonna judge it, Nako."
I mean, I wouldn't say it 100% boils down to that,
Sure.
but it's a good like way to think about something when you have like two very different styles in front of you.
To the point of that, like the 2020 goon trick, like that was the most like that was the most Honeycrisp apple I've ever tasted in my life. Like
Yeah.
the goon at the time, like it was it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like that analogy.
That is a solid analogy.
All right, we're coming down to 3 minutes on this meeting. We got any final thoughts before we transition?
I think that's it for me on TOTY talk, but I would love to get into those.
Cool.
I agree.
Brent, you still good? It's like
Birlies?
1:00 there now.
I'm chilling. I'm locked in.
I love it. All right, we'll be back in just a sec.
But like, if you could convince somebody like that to go accept the award on behalf of Big Cup Fast Dance, that would be ultimate big.
All right. Well, anyway, we're recording now, so we
All
weren't
right,
talking about
Birlies.
anything important.
I
We're
want to
just talking about
interrupt.
the Birlies.
I want to interrupt our podcast to bring us a word from our sponsor.
Go ahead, Brent
No.
Duffy. Go ahead.
P-Docs, 18 P-Docs 18.
18
We have
Naked
hats.
Cowboys 18.
We have shirts. We have kendamas now. We have shape. We have ball number 1.
Hey, listen.
We are outside.
Listen, if I'm ordering a shape, what's gonna be on my Ken? Because at we had an RPS tournament here, and one of the grand prize was a P-Docs Ken, and it said beer on it. You know, like how can I confirm that my purchase is always gonna have that status, right? Like I'd prefer not to have a Labubu P-Docs Ken, but like beer is totally valid.
I love my Labubu.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, 18. Thank you, P-Docs.
Thank you, Mr. Beast.
Yes. Miso beef.
Shout out, Mr. Beast.
Dylan, what up? What's next?
All right, fellas. Let's run through these Birlies. I'm thinking the way we should do this is I'm going to say the topic, and we're just going to rapid fire around, say just the first person that comes to your mind.
Let's do it.
First award winner. And then after that, we can debrief and go through more if we feel like it.
Love it.
All right, so first one, player of the year. We were just talking about it a little bit ago. I think I might go with Edwin.
Edwin's in my head, especially starting the year of Switch. Nobody's ever done that. It's just amping me up. I laced today
Well,
because
this
I
is
saw
all
him playing.
last year. You got to remember, this is all last year.
He's in my
Can
subconscious
we
though.
can we read the criteria that they include with the
Yeah.
category as well? I think that
Also,
might help.
real quick, I almost feel like the Kendama New Year starts and ends at Battle at the Border. Like, yes, the calendar year just ended, but like, you know what I mean? Like the award show
I
trick
feel
of
you.
the year. Like, not to say that January isn't valid, but like something about it. Like, end of January is Kendama New Year.
Mm.
All right. So the criteria, number one on the list, very important, achievements in competition. And then we got trick style and composition, video contributions, participation in the subculture, involvement in the industry, event organization, and pop cultural impact.
All right.
I think pop cultural impact hits for Edwin because of like TikTok popping off. You could maybe say the same for Miguel, or you could
Totally.
definitely say the
Makes
same
me
for
think
Miguel.
about
He's
Davide,
kind of
honestly.
starting.
I just saw a thing on his page and it had like, I don't know, over 100,000 likes. It was like a dap in a hallway. It wasn't even Kendama related, but
Well, Miguel won Player of the Year last year, correct?
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be honest,
So you could
I'm almost thinking
go for the
Nanoka too.
repeat.
Like she just got out on
Ooh.
Chrome. She's won a lot. She's
Mhm.
got
Yeah.
the swag. She's hooked up with
Mhm.
the P-Docs
Triple
gang
Crown
too. Yeah.
Triple Crown at NACO.
She was the top female at KWC.
Exactly. Yeah. Like in top 4 at so many events, like freestyle and open. Like she's up there
Yeah,
for me.
she should get a
I was gonna
nomination
throw
for
out
sure.
somebody we haven't mentioned yet. I was gonna throw out Yasu.
Oh, totally.
Totally valid.
I mean, won all the major freestyle comps except for NACO where he got second. Won battle, won EKC freestyle, won
He got third.
Nordic Kendama Cup
He got
freestyle,
fourth
which had
at
like a
Cup.
really high skill level for like being a smaller comp. Won Chimera, top 5 or 6 at Cup.
He got fourth at Cup.
He got 4th at Cup. Like
Yeah.
does well at open. It does well at open at all these comps
Without
too.
even looking
Also
at the
just-
trick list too. Like I remember in NACO
Yeah.
24, he didn't even look at it, and he was still
Yeah.
skunking fools.
Yeah, that's
He
nuts.
could have won every event if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, like he's up there if he tries an open, but I mean,
Yeah,
we're
so
at
I
a
think
point where I think freestyle is becoming the most important event or competition at every event, and
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to push Kendama forward.
Yeah.
From here on out is like how awesome these freestyle events are. I mean, you have Chimera, which was it's like a BMX competition, right? Am I wrong?
I saw
It's
some
It's
of
like
that.
some other sort of subculture competition.
an
and
extreme
they-
sports type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like having a Kendama freestyle and like being that as the showcase for what Kendama is, freestyle is gonna be the most digestible for a non-Kendama audience. And Yasu does the best
Totally.
of it, not close.
Totally. All right, so I think our top contenders are like Edwin, Yasu,
Nanoka.
Nanoka, Miguel.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, I like that. I like that. Next up, we got video of the year. Criteria includes cinematography, kendama performance, production value, and impact on the community.
Only Lunars from
Like-
Alex Mitchell that came out 4 years ago. That's my bet. No,
I'm going Casey Henson POV 1.
I'm saying
the
POV
Homer
1
pick.
or Elijah is quad. The filming on that was really prime.
That
I'm
was
sure there was
really
other good
good.
stuff that I'm missing, but those are the two that come to mind.
I'm going. I know we read an ad from them earlier. However, I'm going higher trap bracket / shirt game from P-Docs.
What?
Okay.
I missed
think it's
this
the
one.
most. You gotta
Shirt
watch
game?
it. I think it's one of the most beautiful edits. Or the most
What
beautiful
about,
pieces of Kendama content ever.
What about Ryan Tua?
Ooh.
That one's in there. That one's certainly in
They
there.
pinched around every single stall between the both of them.
Yeah, that
They
trick
can
is
get a
that.
nomination.
That's
for
why I
sure.
was asking about doubles TOTY tricks earlier. Is because like, they're kind of one being as Ryan squared, and maybe it's not exactly a doubles trick then, but it's the best. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. That when I watched Ryan Tua for the first time at Ryan's house, I legitimately cried. I had tears in my eyes. That
Okay.
was the most beautiful trick I've ever seen.
I got a question. Is it fucked up for me to say like when they did that like around goon pinch to stalls, it was from one Ryan to the other Ryan?
You're walking a tightrope there.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're walking
that's
a
a gray
thin
area.
line.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just
I would.
curious.
What about
Like,
one Ryan to the next Ryan?
there we
Oh,
go.
okay.
There we go. Also, the spikes on that trick are so hard. It's not just like
Yeah, they
falling
like
in.
friendship
like
spike that
They
shit,
friendship.
like
right?
friendship
Yeah.
spike it to each other. The power of friendship with them is so strong. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
All right, to the
It's a
next
beautiful thing.
Ryan. I see. Not the
Mhm.
OR. I gotcha.
If I had to throw out other options, also hold on. Can I defend my point on the PDox edit?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You have so many high level players in that video. You have Yasu doing tricks. You have Soma doing tricks. You have Miguel doing tricks. You have so many editing tricks. You
I
have.
don't think I'm in that edit.
It was. So I gotta come to EKC. It was all filmed while Matt was in the Netherlands and then Copenhagen for a couple weeks after EKC. There's a million like Tom and Anoka doubles tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Rhea are in there. Like, oh my god, just like such a wide variety of players and tricks.
Sounds like Dylan and I are uneducated, so it seems like that one hits like the community head way more. We're gonna watch that
Absolutely.
and then get back to you. But
cinematography and editing are top tier. I also think this is something that's not discussed about edits enough is sound design. I think Matt is legitimately like light years ahead of everybody else when it comes to sound design and Kendama edits.
Okay.
Like
Johnny Briz had the first dub siren.
He did have the first dub siren in an edit, but also like we're defending the hometown right here, which like it isn't totally fair to
and
you.
that edit's also fantastic. I was a huge fan of that edit, as was Matt. I'm pretty sure. Like that was a really well done edit. But yeah,
last year,
Flash Shirt game. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say the name one more time.
Higher Trap Bracket / Shirt game.
Shirt, as in like game worn shirt swap scenario.
Yeah, it's the shirt game. You know, he's playing the shirt game.
He is. Okay, there we go. What's next, Dylan?
Next one.
Oh, sorry. Can I throw out one other in terms of cinematography? The Nick Stog edit.
That was solid.
Yeah,
that one's just like peak like cinematography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bad. All right, this one kind of goes just with what we're talking about. Cinematography is filmer of the year. So criteria: creativity, composition, camera operating, aesthetics, prolific. This one's kind of tough for me, honestly. I feel like filmers go under the radar a little bit. Like when I think of my favorite edits, I don't immediately think of who filmed it. So it's kind of hard.
I remember.
What do you guys
think? To be honest, I'm kind of in the dark on this one. I remember there was like the High Receipts film that played at NACO, and I know the guy who made it is like been in the community way longer than I have. Matt Ballard, that's what it is. Yeah. But
wow, great pick. I wasn't even thinking of that.
And
that's not an edit. That's like a short film.
Yeah, I haven't even seen anything from him.
Pick.
I just know his impact on the community. So it seems like he's kind of trying to break into the mainstream. I remember I was talking with, oh God, on a cult, not C. Kelly, or yeah, I think it was C. Kelly, but he was like telling me about just the history of like Ballard's influence and like you and for somebody like me who was in the COVID era, I was like, what do you mean? You know, and like trying to get in touch with Netflix. Yeah. So I think for me, that's probably
where we are. Those two movies, anyone who hasn't seen them, if you're listening, count me in. Where we are. Matt Ballard, Wenatchee, Kendama.
Okay, I haven't seen either of them, so you're talking to me too.
We're gonna watch them at a team dinner or something. They're each like 45 minutes long.
This Saturday, perhaps. Brent, if you find a cheap flight, come out this Saturday, dude.
I'll check after this.
We having team dinner this Saturday.
Wow. Beside the point. We're talking about filmer here.
Yeah, those are great edits. Or great. I don't even know if you want to call them edits. Great Kendama videos. And
film of the year. I'm also thinking it could go to like Jacob Watts.
Watts is solid.
I don't know what his output was. I don't know what his output was this year. If you could educate me.
Yeah, I think he just films a shit ton for Burl.
Which it hasn't come out. Stuff that hasn't come out.
That's a good point. I was on the receiving end of that, and I don't think it's come out. But
you see the stuff he just posted with Adrian Esteban though, just a couple days ago. Like under a black light, AJ. It's under a black light, and Adrian Espon has like a neon green string, so it looks really sick, and he's doing all the Adrian crazy string stuff. It
Yeah,
looks really
the other ones I would throw out there are Zach Maggs, like just like in terms of like cinematography, he's just like so far ahead of most people.
Yeah.
And then in both for very similar reasons, Matt Clifford, which for all the reasons I just said about the previous video. He also had a couple other videos this year on the PDocs account that were like really well done. He did my edit that came out
Dude,
back in January.
I was gonna ask. Yours was really well done.
Yeah, Matt filmed and edited that, and like absolutely crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Bro,
couldn't.
I'm gonna slide in here real quick because the next award is editor of the year, and these two go hand in hand.
These two do go hand in hand. And
So
the
a
other one I
lot of
was
the
gonna.
people, a lot of
No,
people that are filmers are also editors. So
yeah,
I think this could almost be won by the same person potentially.
yeah, absolutely, super valid. And the other one that is maybe leans more on the editing side than the filming side, Brett Austin Walters. Burl 2 came out last
Oh
year,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, or
I
was
think
that
so.
in 2024?
To be
I
honest,
can't
I don't
remember
think
at
I
this
watched
point.
number 2.
I haven't seen.
Really?
I
Well, I
haven't
mean,
seen.
just like the amount of content, the hours of filming that he has to sift through to make
Yeah,
this are like
yeah.
worthy of editor or filmer of the year in their own right.
This
It's
might be.
kind of interesting they decided to do two separate awards because
Mm.
it could just be like creator of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to shine light on more people, which I appreciate, but
Mm-hmm.
could be kind of under one banner. That's a
No, I
little bit
see
of
what
a
you mean.
qualm I've had with Birlies in the past. Not to take this on a different topic, but at the NACO one a couple years ago, it felt a lot of like somebody called it a popularity contest, and it felt not very community oriented. Like it's all the
Mm-hmm.
people who are already sponsored and everybody already knows them. It's like, yeah, here's a trophy, and it's like, I don't know. I would have liked to see a little more representation of the whole community.
Yeah,
Like we
totally.
had the idea to have an award for like unsponsored player of the
I
year.
feel like we need that award every year. I think that's the
How
one
sick
that's
would that
like
be?
That's a great award idea.
that's what they
I know
need.
Tio.
I
Hit up a
DM'd
bunch
him
of
about it
people.
too, and I was like, y'all should do this.
Yeah, I know Tio hit up a bunch of people about asking for different like potential awards to run for the Burlies this year.
There
That's
are
a
some
great
fun
one. They should
awards
consider that.
coming up.
Yeah, they should definitely
That's just a
consider.
little tangent that I've thought of with the Burleys before. I don't
No,
know.
yeah.
Neither here
If you
nor
had to
there.
pick an unsponsored player of the year,
AJ Smith.
You think?
you're up.
You
You'd be
gotta
up
be
there
up
on the
there,
list.
I
bro.
might be in the run. I might be for the nominees, but
Totally.
I feel like
Do
I
you,
just want to see that award like every single year because like there's
that'd
so
be
many.
fun.
That's like the foundation of the community, right? It's like
Yeah,
obviously we like, everyone loves good tricks, right? And we love seeing people win, and like the high level is the best. But like there are so many
absolutely.
people at the baseline where it's like, I mean, I watch so many people, and it's like, oh my god, your growth this year has just been like infectious. You know what I mean? Like maybe I have like more technical skills than them, but like their dedication to the game at like the early
If
age
you had
is
to
like
pick
what
somebody,
makes me like want to go play.
if you had to pick an unsponsored player of the year, do you have one on your mind?
I do. Fuck, I don't know his Instagram. I just dropped a couple comments. I think he's only been playing like sub a year, and yeah, he's this guy, and he's just like posting all the progress. Like he's like getting the late flips and like toss to airplane,
Mm.
jug bird, like kind of like the basic necessities or like the foundation of like harder play.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I wish I could remember his name. I think he only has like
Okay.
200 followers, and I remember I like made a
Yeah.
comment, and it was like some comment of like, please keep hard posting like every single trick that you learn. Like I'm here for all of it, and like keep documenting your progress because you're gonna look back at this like if you keep this up as like your main hobby, like you are gonna be blown away at your progress.
That's awesome.
But like somebody
You have
who's
to
like,
send me his account if
yeah,
you
no,
can
I
if you don't
will
have
once
it.
when he comes back up on my page.
I have two that I would or three, I guess, that I would shout out. Enoch Dama Dijon, this dude from
Yes.
France, unbelievably good for
Probably
being
the
on.
dub
Yeah.
right there. Probably the win.
Unbelievably good. I also would have said Martici, but he just got picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryan Squared. Come on now.
Which one?
Ryan Squared.
Gotcha. The next one,
the
not the other
package
one.
combo.
Gotcha.
Two of them,
Two of them.
both named Ryan.
Dude, they're both so good. And like the duality of like right-handed and left-handed and both having a Y and an R in the name is like so cool.
I said like a year ago that I was like, Ryan Rochelo is going to be better at pinch tricks than me in like a year, and like we're getting there. Like
Yeah.
we're truly
He's
getting there.
driven for it.
Yeah.
And Savopa's got
And
the
we play together
technology
all the time.
too. I remember he like
Absolutely.
I think it was Montagoon at 303 and he's like, I gotta step out and like do my trick. Like he
Mhm.
got his camera and he like did it in the backyard. Like we're not fucking around. Like the boys need to lace.
No.
I love it.
Yeah, they're so motivated. It's really cool to
Yeah.
see. All right, shall we move on?
People need awards. These people need awards.
Mhm.
Yes.
We need on
Yes.
sponsor player of the year.
Absolutely.
All right, we can carry on. Next up, we have event of the year. We're looking for most compelling event, positive community feedback, maximum fun, best organized, diverse representation, and great extracurricular activities.
Brent, I think you're the most traveled. I think you probably have the best view on this.
Yeah. So I have not been to the Japanese events. So
Neither have we.
I don't have an opinion on what it's like to go to Cup or Chimeria, previously Catch and Flow. However, this award feels like it is the EKC award every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
reading
like
these
such
things,
a
it
well
seems
done
like
event.
EKC is hitting home.
It runs like clockwork. Maybe to TO and the organizers, it doesn't feel like that. But as a spectator there for the past and participant for the past 3 years, like
Damn, it's been 3 years that you've been going?
I've been there 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's such a well-run event. They do a really good job of giving you something to do on the event days, on the non-event days leading up to the event. They bring you around the country. They different cities in the Netherlands. You get to see parts of Amsterdam. You get to see parts of Utrecht and Leiden on those years that it was in Leiden. Like they do such a beautiful job of showing off their amazing country, and it's really cool to see. Also, just like
Yeah, I think that's gotta be the runaway victory.
music selection is so good. Like their DJs and people running the decks there are like top tier. They have the most hype crowd for freestyle and open. Yeah, they do a wonderful job.
All
Props
I'm gonna
to you.
say, I'm not well traveled enough to like speak on this. I've literally been to 2 competitions, or like 2 separate ones, multiple years. Uh, you guys are like saying we need to like gauge the interest at battle. No. You just need to like throw a comp and it's gonna happen because you're on the far side of the coast. And then also I've been talking with Cress and Fart, and they need one on Washington because you guys are both coastal and you guys can have like international influence. So I'd like you guys to make this happen for this year so I can come out to Massachusetts, and then maybe weigh this into comp of the year. You know what I mean?
AJ's dropping some knowledge on you guys right now, but I'll let the cat out of the bag. There is very serious talks for a Massachusetts Kendama event, probably sometime in September of this year. And if you've ever enjoyed your time hanging out with the members of the Massachusetts and East Coast Kendama community, I think you should strongly consider coming to our event. It's going to be freestyle focused. We might do a open or something else as well, but it will be a freestyle event. It's going to be a great time.
Dude, literally just host an event. Like even like I prefer there to be open, but I don't care. We want an excuse to come out to see you boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So make it happen.
Yeah,
please
absolutely.
And thank you. As the guy who's not getting involved with the logistics or anything, host it.
Also, shout out to 303. Great event.
Yeah. Big up.
Yeah.
Fun local vibes.
Such a good crowd. Love hanging out with you guys.
I think EKC is the runaway victor for that, though.
Yeah, it's EKC or like Cup or Chimera, which I haven't been to Japanese events, and I can't speak on them.
Yeah.
But it's got to be one of those, right?
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Designer of the year. We're looking for technical skill, creativity, brand identity, product design, apparel design, kendama design.
Design.
I want you guys to take the ball on this one first.
I mean, like, go ahead, Dylan.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is PDocs, honestly.
Yeah, you
Like-
wanted that. Come on now.
That's huge.
Does that hat go the
I
other
don't know
way?
if it's just-
Can we see the other side?
This hat goes both ways.
Wow. New guy.
The
Speaking
company
of
car
devil.
side goes harder every time, and I think Matt does it on purpose. But
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know
fine.
who else to really think of here though. Like
There's
Kelvin
definitely
Wong.
some good options.
Kelvin Wong and Tom P do a lot of design stuff.
I know Zacky's done a bunch of stuff this year or last year.
Trying to think of like kendama design for a company.
Dylan, you're forgetting a big one, bud.
Christian
Lotus?
Tracy.
I
Four
don't know.
initials make up the name. BCFH. You know what I mean? Like there's a
So that's
designer.
coming up for a separate award.
There's a designer out there who's like making kendama content that's like trying to get you to go outside, and that I respect.
Okay.
That's just me.
Oh.
Maybe a little.
I don't know if that's gonna
The
apply
other
to
one,
this.
my argument for Matt Clifford, who I've brought up enough on this
Mhm.
podcast at this point, is go to a kendama event and count PDOC's shirts or merch,
Yeah.
or shapes or tamas. Like
They're everywhere.
they're everywhere.
He's got a
He's
hold.
rooted himself so deeply into kendama, into the subculture.
That's a very solid
well
argument.
done. Yeah. The other person I would definitely want to highlight is Irk from The Origins. Just
Good
like
point. Yeah.
the way he runs his the way he sets up his booths, the way like all of his Tama designs hit. Some of my favorite Tama designs are some of his hand painted stuff.
Yeah.
Just like his overall brand identity is just so strong.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that
When
he
it
keeps
comes
it simple
to
too.
edits.
Like
Yeah.
everyone loves a good half split, and Eric's like, I'm gonna give you a half split, and it's not gonna reinvent the wheel, but it's gonna be better paint than you need, and the design is everything you need too. So I think that's a great point. And while I haven't been to Battle, I remember seeing the booth last year, and like it just looks sleek. It's like you're going to the Apple shop of buying Tamas. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Big respect. Good pull. How many more we got, Dylan?
Any more thoughts on that one? We good?
I think we said it all.
This is a big one.
Work consideration.
This is a big one coming up. Podcast of the year. Come on. We only had 3 episodes posted in 2025. But how cool would that be if we got nominated?
I think you guys got it in 2026.
Yeah,
I don't even care if we
I think
just get
that's
the
valid.
nomination. That's a W.
Yeah, that'd be huge. If you guys got it off like an hour and a half of content, that'd be awesome. That'd be insane.
How sick would
But
that
also,
be?
there's not a lot of options.
Exactly.
There's 3 of them,
Yeah.
right? It's Nerds, Burl, and then the underdog
Domadad?
coming up, right?
Domadads?
Oh, that's
Domadads,
Do they still do
Yeah.
that? I don't know. I haven't listened.
they post like every now and then.
Cool.
The
I
Gallagher's
know.
posted a handful of times.
Yeah,
There's probably
it's,
those people probably posted more than we did in 2025. but-
Yeah, and what there was the one Lotus Kendama was doing. I think
Yeah.
I don't know if it has a name, but just they were posting on the Lotus channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if they
Maybe there's one
posted.
in there.
I know there was one at Battle that they filmed at Battle last year with
Oh,
Finn that they
Finn.
released.
I remember that.
But I don't know
Yeah.
if they've released many more this year. They might have released as many as you guys.
That's why I'm thinking our name's got to be in the mix, like
Yeah,
on the Ken podcast.
yeah. I think you gotta give it up to the OGs for Dama nerds.
Dude,
Nerds is the
for
best.
That's why,
2025.
yeah, I love their conversations. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what we're
you
trying
might
to
have to give it
replicate
up
here,
to
right?
them, but you guys might be hot on their tail for 2026.
Hey, if we
No,
keep
I
going,
love
who's to say?
Dominers so much.
Yeah,
They're a big inspiration for this podcast, of course. Like,
Hmm.
just 2 homies chatting freaking Dama.
yeah. Y'all are some nerds.
Brent, this literally started because we used to carpool to Ken Club until Dylan realized that my word on my scheduling is pretty shot. I'm like, oh, I'll be over there at like 2:00, and then it's like 3:15, and Dylan's like, dude,
Yeah.
I need to go. But
That's
I mean,
classic.
this thing, literally started from like us just talking Dama and Dylan being like, dude, we need to record this, and I'm like, anytime, and here we are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The conception of this was at NACO, actually, when we were like, I think it was right after the Triple Crown. Or no, you were gone. It was sometime we were sitting in the room. We were like, there's so much going on here right now. Like, somebody needs to like
Mm-hmm.
talk about this.
Here we are.
Here we
What do
are.
we got? What do we got next?
Next up, the Johnny Appleseed Award. I like this one. This one's fun.
Mm.
So we're looking for someone given to the person who has distinguished themselves by having a positive impact on our community. Can I throw one out here?
Mm-hmm.
Starry-eyed Stacy.
Mm.
I was just with her yesterday, so she's fresh in my brain, but she is very active with like sweets. She does a lot and just spreading Dama. I think she's a really good promoter of that.
Yeah, Brent. Also, I'm not sure if you know, but I was actually absent. But she went to this coffee shop and brought a dama, and pretty much like got this whole like session going. They had like a 2 o'clock to
Yeah,
4 o'clock like happy hour going on. So it was like discount on coffee, and then they were like spreading dama. But it seemed like there were a bunch of new people like touching it, which is
that's
like
awesome.
always good for the game.
You love to see somebody putting on for the local scene. I think I saw some of the content. I didn't know who put it all together,
Mm-hmm.
but that's awesome. Shout out, shout out
Yeah,
to Stacey.
Stacy put that all together, and
That's a great
I
pull.
think people just like know who she is. So
Yeah,
she's
I've definitely seen her around and met her at events.
She's a
yeah.
witch as well, so that's pretty cool.
Really
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Shout out all the
Actually.
witches out there, all those left-handed people. You know what I mean?
Who else though? Dude, what
Yeah,
about
this
like
one. I feel like I didn't have a great standout for anyone this year. I think Miguel might fit better for this than for Player of the Year.
yeah?
That's a good
But
point.
when I was thinking just for like his influence in the Romania boom, however, deep cut pick for this.
Ex Remus.
Ax Remus is a Crody fan. Oh my god, is he like
Dude, that'd be a
who's putting
hilarious
on? Who's like more responsible for the Romania boom?
for real.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
what this like. What is it? Remus? Ex
Ax
Remus?
Ex
Remus.
Remus.
All I
He's
know
like a
is that
rapper.
Big Cup
He's
made
a
a name.
rapper in Romania.
Okay.
And he's actually, I guess he's a popular rapper, but he's actually like good at kendama. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
he does like legit tricks, and
Mm-hmm.
So he's like pop culture
he was.
famous, and he started spreading it.
I think he was the one who
He's huge on
started
Romanian
this
kendama TikTok.
comeback wave of Romania because he
Okay.
just started posting stuff on Instagram,
I mean, yeah.
and that is a really good poll for this actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit like TikTok like slop content, but like
Yeah.
man, does it work?
Dude, I mean,
Like
I mean, every
I'm a
company
little
sold
piggy
out
who
of
likes some
kendamas.
slop. So
if he's the guy who's making all these like Dama shops sell out, then like give him the award, you know?
yeah,
I mean, yeah. Ooh, I like that actually a lot. That'd be so
I
funny.
I don't know if he's been nominated, but I kind of want to go on the Birlies after this and nominate him because that's awesome. Like yeah,
It makes a lot of sense actually. Like not
yeah.
even a name, like it just genuinely makes sense.
Mhm.
All right, how many more we got?
We got two more.
Cool.
Next up, we got meme page of the year. Criteria includes brain rot. Is there any question here, guys?
I don't think they're it.
Yeah, it's undisputed. Like
Quick hands, fast paws.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
From one on to the next. Don't do it, Dylan. Don't out him. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see the bottom of it. I love that excerpt at the bottom. This t-shirt celebrates efforts to go outside and play kendama. Big Cup Fast Hands made in Massachusetts. That is so cool.
Whoa.
It's not.
I think he's.
It's not from a landlocked square. I'll tell you that much.
Mm-hmm. I think he's the front runner for sure. I don't see anybody else putting on like Mr. Big Cup Fast Hands.
Nobody does. But shout out to Naughty Bevel for real.
Yeah.
And
also,
Triple J Stick.
Triple J Stick.
Nolstein is he the one who posts all the like?
Yeah,
all
he
the,
makes
all
some.
the
Yeah.
And he puts his face right. He puts his face right on it and lets you know. He's
Totally
he should get
valid
nominated.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should absolutely get nominated.
That's like the four big ones right there. Big Cup, Nolan.
Nolan's
Andy,
questionable, but yeah.
Trip J. That's funny. Just like the fact that we have enough kendama meme pages to even make an award about it.
Pretty great.
Yeah, I feel like Big Cup Fast Hands really like raised the bar on them though.
Totally.
Like with Zaki Cups too, how do you compete with that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
What do we got last?
Next up with the last one, Geeker of the Year.
I
Come on,
don't
man.
care, dude. Like, get your geeks out of here. I want to see long string freaking pull downs.
I've been yanking my she way more than I've been geeking my
Okay,
she.
you have, and like you lace like story clips, and then you say yanked, and it fucking pulls, and I'm stoked about it.
Yeah,
I don't care about a geek. I'm sorry. So
they're kind
actually,
of
I'm not
awesome.
even. I don't
They're
care.
pretty awesome.
This
Like
one
They're
might have to
awesome.
go to Ryan Kua.
It could. That's a
I think Ryan
Elliot's
Square.
probably the
Oh,
most consistent of
Elliot.
them. He's done over 100.
Okay, yeah, might have to go.
Timio
Maharu,
on Timia. Oh, he
was that
Maharu
this
was
year?
doing geeks on a kendama
And it was what? It was like
with the
160 or
tiny
something.
string. He was doing
Oh
geeks on
That's
a kendama.
valid.
That's so valid. Um,
Enough.
but I have the real answer, and you guys don't know him.
Oh,
We're talking about my boy Ronaldo.
is he the
He's the number one. He's the OG.
goat?
Is he gonna
Yeah.
be a
I don't
battle?
know if he's the goat of the I don't know if he's the goat of the Caparuccio sphere, but he is my geek goat. So for
Okay.
those who don't know how the geekers infiltrated the kendama space, on 420 in Boston, Massachusetts, we were all going down, hosting a little jam, hosting a little sesh in Boston Common, right in the center of the city where everybody goes for, the good holiday. Me, Ezra, and the Ryans were heading down. We stopped at South Station, and I was actually outside when this happened. I was just like waiting up for them. But I walked back inside because they were all taking a second, and I was like, "Oh, what's good?" And I come in, and I see a El Salvadorian man yanking a Caparuccio, and Ryan and Ezra are freaking out, and I have no idea what I just walked into. And he saw them playing Kadama, and he was walking around. I guess he was on like TikTok Live or something, and he was just like going around Boston talking, hitting his Caparuccio, hitting some yanks on it, and like I had never seen somebody in another skill toy discipline who could yank and were doing yank spikes. I thought that was truly native to Kendama, and I could not be more wrong because the Caparuccio is essentially just a mini yanker. It's just a yanker.
Yeah,
And
they've been
so
doing.
he traded us a geeker or Caparuccio for a kendama. Made nice little deal, and we messed around with it. We were like, "Oh, we got one, cool, like whatever." And then Brad Willard came to visit Boston. He was telling us about geek airplane, which is when you do an air where just like he was saying that he likes to do an airplane and just make it like as loud as possible. And for whatever reason on my porch that day, him and Finn had decided that that was going to be geek plane, just like the loudest, most forceful airplane you could possibly do. And then when we were riding down, I think it was in the van ride to Fair Games shortly after Brad had visited. Um, we were just like, we had a bunch of time to kill sitting in there. You can't really play Konami, you're in a van, but you could you could play your Caparuccio. And it went from, oh, like a yank spike that geeks, like, oh, like a really loud yank spike, like that yank really geeks, to being like, hey, like pass me the yanker, like I want to hit some yanks, like, oh, that one really yanks, that one really geeked. And then it's like, oh, yo, pass me the geeker. And it's like,
Yeah,
bang. And then brought it to fair games. Everybody immediately loves it because we're all Kendama players and we all love a good yank spike. And you know, like in the van ride, we were getting a little consistent at it. We were hitting a handful of geeks in a row. Jesse from Terra was actually the first one to hit 10 in a row at fair games. He was trying it all week. Also, it felt really degenerate because at this time we only had one. We only had
That's
the one geeker.
insane.
We had the
Puff
one
puff
geeker that
pass.
Ronaldo gave us, and if it broke, we had to glue it back together and keep geeking. Like that was all we could do, and it was so degenerate because there was only the one, and if you wanted it, you were just sitting there
yeah,
watching
babe, let
somebody
me
like try
try
to
it.
hit 10 in a row, and you were like freaking out trying to get that geeker next, so you could feel the joy of hitting a million yank spikes. And it just blew up from there. So on 420, we got our first geeker. 2 months later is when we either ordered or received or dropped the Kendama Depot ones that we got from Hanro. And at that time, there were only a handful of other hand turned yank geekers from Rod. So Like those things hit the market like crack. Like it was
Mhm.
unbelievable. Like everybody was freaking out. Everybody was ready for him to get them in their hands. And I can't believe how far it's came.
So
And I don't think
Ricardo gets Geeker
Ronaldo
of the
knows.
Year.
Ronaldo doesn't know. Ronaldo has no idea all of this happened in the Kendama games. So there's just a dude. I don't know where he's at now, but he's probably just walking around with his Caparuccio on his TikTok live doing the same thing, hitting his geeks. Doesn't even know they're called geeks. Doesn't even know about it. He's the geeker of the year.
We're crushing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I felt like there's so much more we could have gone to. Like
We didn't
we are
even
really
touch
Well, that's
Snell.
why we got more episodes to film.
Also, boys, we are recording. So, wait, was his name Ricardo?
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Okay, Ronaldo gets Geeker of the Year.
Ronaldo, Ronaldo for geeker of the year. Lock it in. I gotta go nominate him because I don't know if I did.
I mean, to be honest, I
Yes.
like that nomination. It's like, it's anonymous in some regard. To be honest,
Yeah.
I would give it to Ryan because those boys love pulling down. Like they loved the geeking and they just
Yeah.
the fish special with the fucking yank from the witch, and then I also see Svopa just doing everything and more. So
They'd be freaking out. It could also go to Brad if we're talking.
he did yank Jingle Bells, not by his own
Yeah.
demise, but
That's why Big Cup last name is meme page of the year because it yanked Jingle Bells.
dude, I swear,
Yeah.
honestly, Brad is like a tug ambassador. Like
Yeah.
I started yanking because like the joy on his face, like there's no higher compliment than like when you pull a couple down and like they ring so loud that Brad looks over. Like truthfully, like he is the rite of passage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got us on the Yanks over here.
Yeah, he really
Like
did.
seeing the 303 boys run around and just hit a million Yanks and drink a million beers at every Kendama event is like, how can you not want that?
Yeah.
That's exactly the kind of thing that we like.
I mean, honestly, Brad. Yeah, my vote might be for Brad.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be a contentious running for this
Mhm.
award.
Yeah, it's Ronaldo for me.
Understandable. Yeah.
Pay
You
pay
saw a different
respects,
side of it.
boys.
I wish I could have like
Yeah.
seen that part, but I understand.
No, yeah. If anybody wants to see him who's listening, I have a story highlight on my Instagram called Geeking, and I think the first video is the video from that day on 420 of him geeking.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Also, shout out to Ben Harold. He was on the Caparuccio wave before all of us.
Was he?
Because somebody, either a friend did it for him or he gave it to him. Somebody gave him a 3D printed like top to a Caparuccio like years ago, and he posted on his story about it. After the whole like geeking phase, he hit me up day of actually of the video of like that guy Ronaldo. Like because so many people were like, oh my god, what is this? And he was the only one who hit me up and was like, Caparuccio, no way. Like, and I was like, wow, crazy. Of course you would know that. But he put out a story of him doing a bunch of really fast geeks on his 3D printed one that he just put on a kendama spike with no cups. And he was like, yeah, just like all these other tricks, Ben Harold was on it years before you all. And it was just like,
Naturally.
that could be more poetic. But shout out to him.
Yeah.
Ben Harold would know. It's only
Yeah. Elite ball knowledge.
right. All right. Should we wrap it there, fellas?
I think that's it.
From our plate to the freaking Massachusetts B word. Thank you for being on. It's been a pleasure.
This was awesome. If there's one
Yeah,
thing I
we'll
like
have to bring you back.
Yeah, we'll have to run this again, hopefully in person one day.
Totally.
If there's one thing I like to do, it's yap about kendama tricks. So this was
Yeah,
perfect.
I'm using this podcast as more incentive for people to come to team dinner. So that we'll go to a team dinner, and then like the day after, we usually film on Mondays. Team dinner's on Sunday. Day after, we'll film a pod. Come on, baby.
Nice.
We need to get you boys out for a TD. Like if we could get
I
the
haven't
whole
been to a
Mass
team
gang.
dinner, but I was spiritually at a team dinner. I was at 303.
Yeah,
True.
303 is like the team dinner without my kitchen, and it's same vibes totally, but like maybe not same vibes, you know. Just I'll make you tacos.
It's same vibes, just without a competition. Or the competition is rock paper scissors.
Arguably more electric. We'll see though.
Arguably. That could be a whole nother episode, rock paper scissors. We're not going to get into it.
Before we wrap it up, I want to play your Kendominomics game.
Okay.
Oh,
I know about it.
Oh,
we're gonna do it. All right, I'll go first.
I'm pulling up the leaderboard right now. Yeah, you got it, Dylan.
Yep.
Brent, are you able to do it on your device right there?
I can, yeah, but
Okay.
I want to guess.
Give
Dang.
me Ralph Brook, 85th
Ooh,
place.
ooh. I'm pretty sure he's European.
I'm feeling the same. It feels like we're like
Yeah,
session at like some cobblestone.
I believe I've met Ralph, so I don't know if I should guess first.
Wait, say the name one more time.
Ralph Brook.
I might be wrong. It might not be who I'm thinking of.
Going with Origins.
Yeah, I want to say Origins, but I have to give it. I should give a different answer than AJ here.
Sorry for taking that one. It's just the obvious choice, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm. What do they play out there in like UK, Scotland?
European stuff,
Give
maybe
me, give
cereal
me,
too.
give me one kendama.
Ooh.
AJ got it. It's
Yeah.
Origins.
Okay. I wanted to say to Origins, but
I think
I
when
should have
I
let you go
guessed it
first.
last week, it was also Origins.
wow, yeah, it was. It was. I just listened.
That's funny. All right, who wants to go next? Also, congrats, AJ.
I'll pull this one.
It's big. It's big for you, man.
You sure? I'm already ready.
Okay, then you can run it. Yeah, yeah. I was pulling for it.
Okay. We're looking at rank 72, 783 points. Vid Meguzar.
Fuck.
No,
Megusar.
That has to be European, right?
What do they play out there, you know?
I'm gonna, I'm gonna go Sweets Kendama
Okay.
on my thought that they might be Romanian.
Vid
Ooh.
Megusar. We got
I
one for
don't know
sweets.
why this brand came to my mind, but I'm going grain theory.
Mm.
Oh,
Pure Soul Read. I like it.
I wish, boys. We got Lotus for today.
Uh,
Respectable.
wow.
Respectable.
Mm. Does seem European. Okay,
Brent,
let me pull one.
what do you have, my friend?
Brent, try
What?
to pull somebody that like you don't recognize the name.
No, 100%. Let me know if you've done this one before too. I'm scrolling through here.
Also, I got to give a quick shout out to
Also,
Eluon on Chrome. I just saw that he's ranked 18th. He's been grinding-nomics. I didn't know he was on that, but he got
We
picked up
love when
recently.
somebody's ranked
Yeah,
18th.
pretty good to see. Oh,
Yeah,
he's right after you, Brent. Funny enough.
yeah. I hope he passes me. I want to be 18th again.
yeah,
Yeah.
Brent, you gotta get the 18 spot.
All right, give me Chaz Wilson.
Oh,
Chaz.
Oh,
Give me Chaz Wilson. 901 points
that's
and
valid.
give me Lock
901 points. He
Studios.
is 54.
Dylan wants locked. I'm feeling like Midwest. It's like we're bored and there's nothing to do, so we're gonna sesh a lot. Got 900 points.
901.
Give me Lotus.
You want Lotus, and you took Locked,
Yeah,
Dylan? You took
I
Locked?
did. Yeah.
It's Locked Studio. Oh, it's blurring, but we got Locked Studios for Chaz Wilson.
We got two of them
Yes.
today. Come on.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Great job, boys.
That's crazy.
Dang,
We
y'all are
just
better at
got
the game than
practice.
me,
We
clearly.
got some practice.
Yeah, yeah. That's real. That's great stuff.
Alrighty. Any final words, Brent?
Keep doing really hard tricks. I like to see them.
Me too. Me too.
Dude, thanks so much for
All right,
coming
last
on.
thing.
Thanks for having me
For
on, and
coordinating.
thanks to anybody who listened to we got to be over 2 hours. This is crazy.
Yeah, we're deep into this.
We yapped.
You got a tug in your system,
Last
Brent?
thing is a yank spike.
Ooh, I might.
That's a brick for me.
Rick.
White string. Okay. Okay. Sitting
Hey?
down.
No tug.
Oh,
That's okay.
No tug for kid.
We're washed.
I mean, we just sat down for 2 hours.
Yeah, go
All
stretch
right,
your legs.
Around the Ken.
Yeah.
Around the Ken podcast, episode 7. Hope everyone enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I need to say that more. Like and freaking subscribe. All right. Goodbye.
All right. Later.
Peace.
Bye, Brent.